Yo,
Hello.
we're here. It's Sunday.
It's
I've
Sunday.
realised, just as I put that banner on the screen, it said every Thursday at the bottom. I realised, whoops.
It's all right. Everyone knows.
It's Sunday. I took it off the thumbnail, though, I believe. It just says Two
It's all
Bees on a
good.
Pod. Welcome, episode 4 of Two
Yeah.
Bees on a Pod. Weren't sure what to do this one on, like what topic or whatever, but I mean, I've just been away for a week, so I figured we should maybe talk about that a little bit, getting away, maybe overnight stays wherever or whatever, something
Yeah.
like that. I'm taking the lead on this, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll just give it a minute, let people join.
Yeah.
If they're gonna, I'll vape for a minute.
Go ahead.
Nice weather here today.
Over here it is cloudy, rainy. I mean, it's a good temperature, but cloudy, thunderstorm. So if you hear any thunder in the background,
I seen my TikTok was flooded with tornado videos the other week.
yeah, it's been everywhere here. It's been pretty bad with tornadoes.
Yeah. Any in your area?
Not like close to like 30 minutes to an hour away. Yeah, a lot.
Yeah. Some scary shit, man.
Our state has the most so far this year, which is crazy because we're not even in
Really?
what they call Tornado Alley. So, hello. Hey,
That's in the house.
he has a good shot. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Fisherman's
Good
friend. Jeez.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, let's get into it.
Sure. That always cracks me up, man.
This week, it feels like we've missed a week, but we haven't, have we? It was just Thursday that we didn't do.
Yeah.
The reason we didn't do it is because I was away on a fishing holiday with my dad and Josh and Tallulah, and yeah, it was interesting. It was a good week. Went fishing. I noticed that Josh has just disappeared. He was going to play a video of something that happened.
We'll get there. Right. It's all good.
But when he comes back, we'll remind him. But yeah, when did we go? We went Monday. Well, Saturday. Interestingly, Saturday I had to go to a place to get a roof box fitted on the car. Because like the boot, the trunk on my car is pathetic. Like we wouldn't get nothing in there, so I had to go and get a roof box. But that, like, when I was there having that done, I thought to myself, like, I would never have done this kind of thing a few years ago. Like, gone somewhere on my own, stood around talking to the guy that was fitting the roof box, and that, like, that's progress in itself.
You know what used to do that to me a lot was when I would go get my oil changed.
Mm-hmm.
Because where I went and got my oil change was, I mean, I'm not going to say it's like far, but it was like a good like 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And the crazy thing that I would like think of is they have my car, so I can't.
Yeah, you can't bail out.
I can't bail out. I can't go in my car to just chill. You know, I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes, and you're in line too. So you're waiting sometimes up to 2 hours. You're just sitting there.
Yeah.
So no, I get it.
Yeah.
So I've been there. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm like doing this. And there's been bad times too where I'm like, okay, I'm having a panic attack, and should I go up to them and say, hey, I got an emergency at home. Don't worry about it. You know,
just a call. I gotta go, man.
Yeah. Think of something real quick.
Yeah. So I did that, and then Monday we went to a place called Ashby-cum-Fenby. Me and my dad have been there, like, I think 2 or 3 times. No, I think me and my dad have been there 4 times now.
Ashby-cum-Wemby, right?
Fenby.
Ashby-cum-Fenby.
Yeah. It's a real tiny little village over in Lincolnshire. It was about 100 miles away. Took a couple of hours to get there.
The names of your game. I mean, you know, I still crack up about that shit.
Yeah, so we went there. We stayed in the real nice lakeside lodge.
That's cool.
Literally, you got the balcony and then the lake is there. Hot
Really?
tub. We went in the hot tub on the first night, just chilling in there. I think we was in there for close to an hour probably, and then
Nice.
there was like a brochure in the thing. It says don't spend more than 20 minutes in there. It's not good for you.
No.
Oh well.
No.
Too late.
I don't know why they would say that. I've been in hot tubs before. Like, now, yeah, you're fine. 20
So
minutes.
yeah. So we did that. Like I can't. What did we do on the Monday? I can't even remember. I think we just went shopping. Like there's a sports shop there, so we went there. Like in a nearby town called Grimsby. Shithole.
The name's still, bro. Every time,
Grim.
like, you see me laugh. I'm sorry, but go ahead.
Grimsby, and it is grim.
I
So we did
mean,
that.
what do you think you did more there? Did you relax? And did you relax more? Did you fish more? Or did you like do sightseeing, restaurant, shopping more?
We did shopping more than anything else. It's what we always tend to do when we go away. It's just bloody shops after shops.
I mean, that's normal. That's normal with
Yeah.
vacations and stuff.
I mean, it wouldn't be so bad, but we've been to the same shops for the last. Well, I used to go to a place. We go to Skegness.
Here we go.
Yeah, you know Skegness. So we
Yeah.
went there, and the shops that are there, like I've been going to those shops for years and years, and I'm sure they've still got the same stock that they had when I went like 10 years ago. Just the stuff that hasn't sold, it's still on the shelves. They're just hoping for somebody to buy it. They're all the same. It's terrible, man.
That's funny.
But we got up for Tuesday morning to do some fishing. Josh, run the clip, man. This is what happened. We got to fishing. Well, we came out the lodge. We went fishing. Within 5 minutes. Oh, yeah. Now, man. I couldn't do anything about it. Yeah, well, my head's bleeding. Idiot. Look at it. Go and get the first aid kit, Josh. Where is it? Up by the fridge. Yeah. I need to put some pressure on it. That was a lot of blood. Wait. I was shot, man. Look at that.
Look fantastic.
What did he hit you with?
It must have been his phone.
I'm done with fishing. That's it.
Look at you. Yes. Wow. Look at that one.
So, yeah. That's what happened. Evening.
Hello, Magda.
How are you? I thought you weren't going to watch it. She said she was tired. I spoke to her briefly. So, yeah. That's what happened.
She wanted to see you get hit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what happened.
That's great. I mean, look.
That's great. Thanks.
It made me laugh just because, I mean, I know you too, and you go get the first aid kit, like, and then you gotta put pressure on it, you know, like it literally is a gunshot, you know.
Yeah.
But it did look like he got you pretty good. Of course, wasn't on purpose, but
thanks, Josh.
Yeah, I mean, you're okay. Everything's good. We can laugh about it now. I'm sure it sucked at the time and it hurt at the time, but
the funny thing was, because I usually make vlogs, obviously, when I do this, because I've got that other YouTube channel, so I put stuff on it. And I had literally just got my GoPro, just switched it on, held it in front of my face. Perfect. I didn't even say anything. And then within seconds.
So you walked into his path.
I was just standing still, man.
I don't know. It looked like you were walking a little bit. It looked like you were walking and not paying attention. And he went, right? And you walked right in his path.
I mean,
and then
you said,
I don't know.
No, it weren't my fault, mate. I'm not taking the blame for this. But it was just
definitely an accident.
Yeah. And then I touched my head with my fingertips because I had gloves on. I touched my head, seen a spot of blood. And then I was like, oh.
How did
took
you
the glove off. I cupped my head like just to see what it was like, and my hand it had a big patch of red, and then I was like, interesting. But I didn't panic.
So your anxiety was 0 at the time.
Yeah, I think the first thing I thought was I might need a stitch in this, and then I was thinking, oh shit, hospital, like that's a no-go. We'll have to do it ourselves with fishing line or something. But
so did the hospital thought of the hospital part get you a little bit? Like I
don't think I really had time to react to it because I wanted to go in and try and clean my head, I guess.
Yeah.
So I didn't really, and then I managed to stop the bleeding after, I don't know, maybe 5-10 minutes. And then I was all right after
first aid kit.
Well, there was the first aid kit was crap. There was nothing in
I wanted to see you come wrapped with gauze around your head.
No, I did put a bandage on though. I did put on for the night time.
I'm waiting. I know, but I'm thinking a big ass thing of gauze.
Yeah. I put a bandage on at night because I didn't want to freaking bleed all over the bed sheets.
He is.
Thanks, babes.
Love you too, baby. No, that was. I mean, stuff happens, unfortunately. But
yeah. But it didn't throw me at all for the week.
So what day did this happen?
That was the very first morning. Within 5 minutes of setting up the fishing gear, I just caught a fish. I just caught the first fish.
So you won the catch of the first fish, right?
Yes, okay. I caught the first fish, and then I was just chilling after that. I went and got my GoPro because I thought I'll do a vlog, and then headshot, and then that was me. I didn't fish again.
So he's being quiet in the chat. I want to know how he feels. How your dad?
He felt bad. He felt bad, man.
No. I'm sure he did, but I want to know if he thinks you walked into his path.
Well, he was looking the other way, so he didn't actually see me.
So when he went back is when it hit you. So he went like this, and it went.
No. His line was in the water, but he got a bite on the line, and so he struck. But he struck with that much power. If there'd have been a fish on it, it would have been in the field behind us because it was like, or he'd have had a fish head on his hook. There was that much freaking power in the strike. Wow. But he uses his float is quite heavy, and it's got like a metal tip on it, and it's pointy.
I know what you're talking about. It's like
that bit that went into my head. So.
It could, like I said, it could have been worse. It could have been, like I said, a large treble.
Could have been a hook. Yeah.
And that thing's just like in your eye.
Always.
It bothers me.
Yeah.
Your wedding pictures would be you with a patch. Magda would be marrying somebody with one eye. Yeah.
Oh my days. Yeah, it's not good. But instead, she's marrying someone that's got a tan line here instead because
that's fine. Tan line will go away. The scab will go away. What's up, ukulele?
In the house.
Thanks for joining.
Nice one, Dan. We missed you last Thursday. So yeah, we did that, and then we spent the rest of the week going around like shopping in different places. Grimsby again. They had like a big shopping mall thing. Went in there, absolutely fine. I didn't have any issues with anxiety, like going places. Went out to eat, got fish and chips on the last night in a restaurant on a pier, it's really nice. We've seen it loads of times. Me and my dad always say we'll go there, but we never do. But this time we did. It was expensive, but it was amazing.
Worth it.
Yeah, really good. And then that was it. Came home Friday. Went to watch Sunday League footy this morning. Came home, did some gardening. That's my week.
So when you say gardening, like what is it? Just like mowing the lawn?
I mowed the lawn. I've cut down one of the bushes that we've got. I'm trying to clean it all up so Sophia can play out there. She likes it outside now, but there's just like there's stinging nettles and weeds everywhere and overgrown crap. So I'm trying to clean it up while they're away. That's the plan.
Nice.
What about you? What have you done this week?
So this week has been somewhat eventful for me. I've went on numerous drives around.
This is good. This is promising.
Keeping doing that on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
I need to start pushing a little bit further though, so I'll
Mhm.
start doing that. I had to do some, like you said, some cleaning up outside and inside. The
Yeah.
outside was the first time I've mowed the grass this year, mowed the lawn. And that was, I was like, man, I'm really out of shape. Like, really out of shape. Like I've told people before, I quit smoking. And they always ask, "Oh, so I bet you feel better." I'm like, no. Like I felt better when I smoked, when I drank. You know what I'm saying? I felt
Mhm.
way better then than I do now, which I don't know if it's age or whatever, but I did get anxious at some moments because hot, sweaty, can't
Yeah.
breathe, you know, and then did that. And then the next day, I was like, I need to do some in here in the shoe room. I need to do some rearranging. And again, that strenuous activity, when you don't do shit,
Yeah, I
and when you
noticed.
start doing shit, you're like, your body's like, whoa, 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 what's going on here?
Mhm.
And I literally had to like chill for a minute and like I was breathing like that. So that happened, and I was like, "You know what? It's time to start working out." Because I've been eating really good for, like, the last month. I'm trying to lose some weight,
Yeah.
and I've been good with that, but I wanted to slowly integrate working out, exercising, and I said, "Well, now's the time." So I did light, because it really I mean, I don't care what anyone says. When I was bad before and I started working out, it helped me so much, like
Yeah.
with the panic anxiety in general, but like just your mental health, physical health. Like I was somewhat a little confident in myself and had some good self-esteem. So I kept doing it and it just became an everyday thing, like part of the regimen, like brushing your teeth and stuff
Mhm.
like that. So that was super tough. I only did it for like half an hour, 45 minutes, and it was just like the next day I felt like I got hit by a car because my
What sort of
muscles.
things what sort of things you doing when you're working out?
So right now I'm just using like resistant bands. I have like
Okay.
a weight system and stuff, but since I haven't used them so much in my basement, I have like shit cluttered that I need to my workout area is like cluttered with shit now that I have to clean up so I can start working out again,
Yeah.
which I'm going to do.
Mhm.
But so I just use like the resistant bands and I did like the curls, tricep extensions, all different types of things. I was gonna do abs, but I'm like, can't be doing that yet. Didn't do any cardio yet. Just some stuff to get a nice little sweat and stuff
Yeah.
going. So my back, shoulders, neck, everything, arms were feeling it the next day. And like I didn't do a lot. And it really did something to me, so
Does it
I'm
make you
way
feel does that make you feel
no,
anxious, like, the day
no,
after?
no, 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 no.
Does it not?
You're
It doesn't?
the crazy thing is you're too exhausted, your body's too exhausted, and you're too exhausted. So if
Mm.
I was to do, like, a strenuous workout, like, when I was, like, doing my workouts, like, big time, I would work out for, like, an hour and a half to 2 hours. Your body doesn't have any more adrenaline to because you literally just spend it working out.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, it's very hard for you to even let's say you have a flash of panic or something like that, it's so hard for you to actually get a panic attack or one that lasts long because your body's so spent and exhausted, like, you can't it's not gonna happen. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I was so, like, exhausted, my body was sore that nothing.
Mhm.
It just sucked because you try to reach for something, you're like, "Ugh, ugh."
Yeah, no, it makes me I get on edge when I feel like that. Like, if I
Yeah.
do, yeah, strenuous shit. Like, when I was doing the football training and that, like, the day after, if my legs were a bit iffy.
But you weren't thinking in your head, "Hey, my legs are like this because they
No, I knew,
haven't,"
yeah, no, I know why they were like that, but it was just,
but it still
uh,
messes with you? Yeah.
yeah, stuff like
No,
that.
like, my mind goes straight to, "Oh, I know why." Like, I if there's a cause to my effect, I'm cool.
Yeah.
If there's a reason, like, your head hurts, you know, because you got hit in the head with that thing, that's your cause to effect.
Josh likes it.
I mean, yeah, ukulele, you don't have to worry about over exerting yourself.
I think didn't ukulele have cardio
Yeah, yeah.
something phobia or something?
Yeah, the thing is the way to like lose, like I'm not a professional when it comes to weight loss and working out and stuff like that. I'm just
Normal.
saying like the point is to get your heart rate going because that's how you burn calories and burn, lose weight and stuff like that. So they want you, I mean, some people have target heart rates that they have to hit and they're like,
Yeah.
now I'm going to be where I want to be, So you could overexerting. I mean, yeah, you don't want to, if you can't lift 100 pounds and you go to lift 200, it's not good. That's not a good, don't do it. So yeah, definitely know and start slow. And that's like with me, with panic, with anything, little things, start slow, baby steps, and then you literally will work your way up. And that's what I did the other day. Even if it's 10 minutes, 5 minutes walking or whatever. And
Yeah, that's
then
what I started on the treadmill like a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. I think I did 15 minutes on it, and then I did it again, but I haven't done it since, but I should.
well, you
It's
said you did a lot of
enjoyable.
walking on your vacation, so that's
Yeah, we did. I did
I mean, if you're doing something
more
similar,
steps.
you don't have to,
Yeah.
double it up. So if you're, let's say you go shopping and you're walking, or you walk with your daughter to go feed the ducks and you're walking around the park, you don't have to come home and say, "Oh, I got to go on the treadmill." You already did your walk.
Yeah.
Exercise doesn't mean dumbbells, you know, and all that
Just
stuff. But
activity in it.
yeah, you can, yeah. Yeah, the PVCs suck. Unfortunately, like the heart rate suck. I mean, everybody has different sensations that we think about. PVCs suck. They feel off. They don't feel normal, but they are normal. And uh, there's so many people that get them and don't even think about it, right?
Yeah.
And you always say, "I wish that could be me. I wish
But
I could not."
it's like me and you. Like I have the dizzy thing. Like
Yeah,
that's the thing that bothers me. But then
yeah,
you have things that bother you, and
yeah. My biggest thing is my breathing. Like I feel like I'm gonna stop being able to breathe. That's my biggest thing.
yeah. Well, wait, we got a question on something like that. I guess we could go into the questions if you want. We've
Yeah,
only got two.
yeah. Let's go for it.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I laugh during all these things.
It's quality. It's
I love
quality
it.
production, man.
Oh, that goes right into our segment.
What is the symptom that bothers you the most?
Breath. Like I'll have a thing where I'm like, am I breathing right or am I not breathing good? Can I not breathe that good? Like I feel like I'm going to literally suffocate. That's my biggest thing. That's
Is
my
it like
number
you
one.
feel like you can't get a deep breath, or like
No, just like a breath in general. Like do you know like when you're swimming, and I don't know if you've ever done this, but have you ever tried to like go underwater and see how long you can hold your breath and
oh
stuff?
yeah.
Okay, something like that. And then like when you're going, like you're trying to fight going up and you're like you need to breathe. Sometimes I feel like that's going to happen to me. Like I'm just gonna not be able to breathe, and I'm just going to it's
Yeah.
one of those dumb things that
Yeah.
ukulele said. It's weird you saying that. This week I became fixed on my breath for the first time. Yeah. I mean, with anxiety, with panic, that's what we do. We fixate on these symptoms. We fixate on these sensations because to us they're not normal, and we're like, why are we getting this? I don't like it. Make it go away. And the more we do that, it's like, no, I'm going to stay.
Yeah. Like mine is dizziness.
Yeah.
Like that's why I started making videos for that shit. And I still get it. Like when I think about when we were shopping in like the big shopping mall thing.
Mhm.
We'll be in a shop and maybe I'll turn around too quick or something.
And something, yeah. It's
And
happened.
I'll just get that feeling. And like in the past, that would have been the trigger. Like I need to stop and get out. But now I can I allow it. It's just okay. Like it's one of those feelings.
So with the dizziness, are you afraid that like you're gonna collapse? Are you afraid that you're not gonna be able to walk? Are you like
I don't know. I
is
don't
there
know.
like okay.
I can't answer what it is that triggers a fear response. It's just an uncomfortable feeling. I guess it may be the vertigo thing, like because I've experienced that multiple times. Maybe it's something to do with that.
Because like with my breathing, I always think I'm going to hyperventilate like in the movies, or I'm going to
Yeah,
stop.
yeah.
I'm going to be gasping like, you know,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
then won't be able to breathe and I'm dead or I pass out or whatever. That's like what goes in my head. Like I'm going to stop breathing or I won't be able to breathe.
Yeah, I've experienced that. I remember playing football like we was over the local park. It was years ago, man. We was playing football in the town, and there was loads of us. We were just kicking the ball around, and then all of a sudden, I started thinking about how out of breath I was, and then I started like freaking.
So
I
when you
can,
started freaking, were you literally going?
yeah. I had to run to the car because I
Mhm.
thought like I need a drink. I needed something cold just to like shock me back into. But I got in the car. It was really hot out. And all I had in there was like a 3-week-old half-drunk bottle of orange juice.
Yummy.
It was warm, but I had some of it. Yum.
Yeah.
That
So
was
you were hyperventilating, and then, hey Bessie, how are
Jesus
you?
Christ, man. One of my customers is messaging me. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
They're watching this thing. Oh no, I see.
Yeah.
I see you're available.
Hi, Bessie. Sorry, I think me and Josh put the comment on at the same time, perhaps.
So when you were having that breathing episode, because that's happened to me too with
Yeah.
playing basketball, mowing the grass, working out. Did you just sit down and just
Okay, there was nothing. I didn't do anything to stop it.
other
Just
than drink the
breathe.
3-week-old orange juice, right?
Yeah. And then I regained control of the breath,
Yeah.
right? Because that's natural. That's what you're doing.
Yeah. We don't really think about that.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I've been running and exerting myself. It's hot outside. I don't normally do this, Yeah, I'm a little out
Mhm.
of like you don't
Yeah.
understand that this happens to people without panic too.
Yeah. Nothing I did made a difference.
Billy loves hot old OJ. He loves it. That's his preference.
Mhm. Jesus.
I'm
So
just
yeah,
letting you know if my dogs go crazy right now.
it's all right, man.
I might have to put on mute. Yeah, if you hear him go crazy, just let me know if you hear it.
I can't shut WhatsApp.
So heart racing, for Bessie saying heart racing bothers her the most. Now, what is it about the heart? Like, is it just so that's your number one symptom is your heart beating a lot and fast? Now, what are you afraid of your heart beating fast? Do you think that you're gonna have a heart attack, that it's gonna cause damage to your heart? Do you think stuff like that, or is it just the fact that your heart is racing? Because me and Billy were talking about that. His is dizziness, but there's nothing like after the dizziness. Like it's not like, hey, I'm scared of the dizziness because I'm afraid I'm gonna fall or die. His is just I don't want to be dizzy.
Yeah.
Mine is breathing, and I'm afraid I'm gonna stop breathing and die or collapse. And then Bessie's saying yep to all. So she's thinking my heart's gonna go my heart's gonna go, my heart's racing. I'm gonna have a heart attack. I shouldn't be going this, it's gonna make me collapse, whatever. Everybody has their own things. I mean, my thing could be
Can you hear this?
yes. Yeah. My thing could be heart as well. And she's saying like, her brain thinks my heart. Yeah. It's but we have our minds, you know, our minds are programmed right now to think about all this stuff. Yeah, and that's the thing, ukulele. I know, like that's the thing that keeps me going is that I know that any of these symptoms, it's normal. It is what it is, and I can keep doing whatever, and I'll be good. In that panic state, though, it's like some of that shit gets thrown out the window, and it's like, wait a minute, what if? Of course, the what if. What if this is the time that something does happen? So sorry about that.
Sorry, I'm still
No,
here.
don't worry.
I just,
Like I said,
I just
my dogs are
uninstalled
about to go
WhatsApp.
crazy too, and I hope they don't. So yeah, everyone has their own little thing. I remember talking to you, Billy, all the time and asking you, well, what is it about your dizziness? And you were just like, I don't like it.
I
I
just,
don't.
yeah, it's just an uncomfortable feeling that
And
used to.
you
Mhm.
didn't like taking naps too, right?
That was because I woke up one day and I'd been sleeping funny on the sofa. Then when I woke up, I had vertigo.
Yeah. And still to this day, you don't like taking
Well,
naps.
I just the reason I don't have naps now is because I just don't sleep at night if I have a nap.
Mm.
Plus, with Sophia running around, it's impossible. Like, that's not happening.
Did you hear my dog bark by any chance that
No,
time? Okay,
no.
cool. Yeah, like like we've been saying, it's different for everybody. We can have somebody,
Heard
yeah, the loud ones. I don't know. We can have all different symptoms and stuff, but when it comes down to it, we're afraid of them. We don't want them, and we're
that.
afraid of them.
Mhm.
So the only way, unfortunately, it's easy said, but the only way to get over is through and to realize that this shit will not hurt us, that this shit is fine. And like I said, easier said than done.
Yeah,
And
like because I still, like I say, I was experiencing that flash of dizziness even last week away.
yeah,
But it's my response to those feelings now. That's what's so different.
yeah,
Because
is the
like
response.
I still get them. I still get the feelings, all the old stuff, the dizziness, the heart racing out of the blue, the thinking. I do the thinking about my breath sometimes. It's just that I don't add more fear to it. I don't question it. I don't add what if. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's there. I see it. It's been
Yeah,
there before. It didn't hurt me the last time it was here. So what makes this time any different? Like it's all. But I don't consciously think that stuff. I just don't react to it
yeah.
like that. That's all it is.
There's some times where I don't, and then there's some times when I do. I guess it all depends on that day or how severe those symptoms are at that time,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's basically with like exposure. What do they call it?
Is it interoceptive?
Yeah, something like that. So like right now, you like Billy hates being dizzy. So right now, if I told him to keep spinning around in his chair 25 times, you know, some people do stuff, some people do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Some people say it helps to be because
Breathing through a straw is one
yeah,
as well.
breathing through a straw. What was the
I
other
remember
one?
reading all
There's a
that
whole
shit.
bunch of other ones. Doing like if it's your heart, doing a bunch of jumping jacks
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then stopping and just staying in place.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like I said earlier, I've been doing some driving around. Nothing crazy. I need to push it, but I've been consistent with my drives. I've done some outside work. I've done some inside work. I've exercised. So it's been a productive week. I'm literally like exhausted today for some reason. I think it's because I did all that stuff. Like
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
I'm
It does. It
exhausted.
does. Have you been anxious while you're doing it?
A couple of times, yeah, like when I was outside, you're sweating, hot, heart
Yeah.
racing, and somewhat hard to breathe. Like I stopped a couple times and wiped, my face with a paper towel or something, drank some water and went back to it.
Hmm.
So I'm not fully just, accept and allow, you know,
Yeah, but that's
and
normal. You're
yeah,
allowed to do
yeah,
that. When I was doing the gardening earlier, I I think I did about 45 minutes, and then I stopped for like half an hour, just break, have a rest.
And there was a
Couldn't do
couple
any
times
harm.
when I did stop, like I'm sitting and I'm like this. Like I'm not
Mhm,
like super breathing like I'm like severely obese and like I'm not like that, but I'm just like, man, I'm out of shape. And then I'll be
mhm,
like, man, my heart's going fast, and man, I'm kind of dizzy, and man, I hope this doesn't turn into a panic. Like that's what I'm thinking.
mhm.
But I kind of switch off and I'm like, nah, it's what this is why you're like this is because you're doing shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's definitely a win. I I don't want to say I'm proud of myself because I'm not that type of person. I don't, and maybe I need to be. I don't give myself, you know, I don't say good job to myself or I'm like, I did awesome. I'm not that type of person and I need to be
yeah, yeah.
because I
That's
want
the
to be
same.
I want to be doing more. I know I can be doing more stuff. I diss myself. I'm down on myself more than I praise myself because I
Yeah,
know I should be going to stores and doing all that, doing more things than I'm doing.
I think that's where it's helpful for me because I've got Magda and like Josh and Lula and my dad. Like they
Yeah.
support when I have the victories. Like they remind me of the victories.
And plus the thing is, maybe sometimes you have to find something that is so important to you that it overrides the importance of your panic in your brain.
Yeah, yeah.
And for you, that is your family, right?
Hmm, hmm.
So if Sophia needs, I don't know, formula milk, something from the store, you're going. I'm sure when Magda was pregnant, she needed something. I'm going to get it, right?
There was one time, I don't know if I ever spoke about it on a video, but she had to go to hospital for something. It was the it was probably a couple of years ago, maybe more. And she had to go to hospital for something, and it was during COVID, I think. I
Mhm.
can't remember if it was during COVID or not, but we got to the hospital, and I was still feeling anxious a lot of the time then. And we went into the ground floor of the hospital, and then I think she had to go to like the second or the third floor, and I wouldn't do the elevator because I just
I
didn't
think I
like
remember
it.
you telling me this.
And then we was at the bottom of the stairs, and I just said to Magda like, I don't know if I can do this. And then she got really upset because she didn't want to have to go and do it on her own. And then I was just like, man, fuck this. I'm just doing it. Like it was the first time that I can remember that I've put somebody else above the way that I felt.
Yeah.
Like it was pretty, but it was a massive growth thing for me because it gave like I was able to look back on that and think, well, if I can do that, you know what I mean? There's nothing that I can't do. If I can just put my own thoughts to the side for a minute and put somebody else in front of it, like that helped me massively.
Yeah, when something's important to you in life, whether it's people, places, a thing, a
Yeah,
job, a
yeah. Hmm.
hobby, that helps a lot because you're like, I want that, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
I need that back. So it helps you push you to get better and do stuff. That's one of my problems is I don't have that in right now in my life. And hopefully we can have one of my friends. Um, I talked to her and we might be able to get her on.
Hmm.
She's a mother of two and she's had panic attacks, panic disorder, agoraphobia, and everything. And I used to ask her all the time, I'm like, yeah, how do you? And she's like, I have no other choice.
Yeah.
She's like, I have to take my kids to school.
Hmm.
I have to go get them food. If they're sick, I have to take them. Like you really like what she's like, yeah, I can ask my, family, you know, friends to do it, but she's like, no, I'm not doing that.
No, because once you do it once, you'll do that. That'll be it.
Yeah. So Bessie, let me ask you just real quick. If yeah, your kids, I'm sure they've helped you if you don't, you like I don't have any kids or anything like that, so I don't know what it's like, but I'm sure having kids, you're like, wow, okay, if they call home and they're sick for school and they're like, hey, can you come pick up you're not gonna be like, I'll send an Uber there in 10 minutes
Mm.
to pick up my kid. Or I'm
But
sure maybe you've thought about something like that, like, I'll tell my friend to see if they can pick him up. But inside your head, you're like, no, this is my child. Like, I gotta do this. Like,
if it's Lula, I'll send an Uber.
I don't know. I was thinking if it was Josh, because remember the whole McDonald's situation we talked about. So
yeah, that's true.
If Lula wants her McDonald's, you're like, sure, baby, no problem. But if it's Josh, you're like,
no, that was then. She's been pushed down the ranks now. Yeah, it was a long time ago.
But yeah, that's you want to hear something funny. This is my mom actually told me this one time, and I mean, she wants grandkids and stuff, like what parent or whatever doesn't, but she's like, what you need to help you with your panic disorder is to have a kid. And I'm just like, Jesus.
Yeah, that's not stress.
She's like, you need a purpose, and like you need something, like it would help you so much. I'm like, Mom, this is I'm like, no. Like, that's not the right way to do it. But I get where she was coming from. She's basically saying you need something that's more important, a purpose.
That's to put something else before your own.
Yeah. Because right now, it's not helping me. That I'm like, okay, I don't have to do this. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do this. Like, I don't have to do shit. So why would I? In my head, I'm like, don't have to do anything. Oh, and to be honest with you, Bessie, I know this is like some weird for some people, but like my dogs are like my kids to me. Like, I'm a big animal person in general, and I love animals. But if like, there's been a couple of times where I've felt so shitty about myself, about my dogs, because when we first got them, like, I had to take them to the vet to get checked, and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't go, or maybe I can call and have a friend do it. And I'm like, they're your dogs, man. And I've had panic attacks doing that, even though the vet is like right down the street. I had a panic attack doing it, but I'm like, they are more important. So I need to kind of put myself as being more important than panic attacks.
Yeah. Which you are.
In my mind, I'm not.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you.
Yeah. And I appreciate that. I'm just saying, like, in my mind right now, I'm not.
Yeah, we got another question.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
When was the last time you had a panic attack? It's good that you're having to think about it. It means that it can't have been that recent.
Yeah, it wasn't that recent. I want to say like an actual panic attack was when at the doctor's office, when I went to the doctor's office.
Yeah.
That was what, beginning of April? It was the end of March or beginning of April, was it? And it was at the doctor's office. Now, it wasn't like a 10. The 10s to me, or like the big ones, are when my hands get tingly and numb, my arms get tingly and numb. That's when I know like it's a big one. But this one, I mean, it was lasting, and I wanted to leave so many times, but yeah, I'm still here. Had this since I was 18. Gonna be 43 this year, and I'm still here. My heart's okay. Everything, I think it is, but everything's okay so far. But
do you have them a lot less frequently now compared to going back?
Yeah, but the only reason I have them a lot less, well,
because you're doing less.
Yeah.
That
and also, I think I don't want to say I have them a lot less frequently either, because the reason I think that is because I'm doing a lot less. My anxiety has kicked up lately because I'm doing more, right? But when I was doing really good, I had panic wasn't an option. Like, it wasn't in the back of my head for anything. The only time it would go in the back of my head is if I would go somewhere or do something I haven't done. So like, let's say I'd go to work, go to the gym, go get a haircut. All that stuff didn't bother me. I'd maybe have flashes of panic or high anxiety, but it would leave. The
Yeah.
only time panic would hit me is if I would be doing something that I wasn't used to doing. So if I was going to another city that I haven't been into that I don't know or something, or doing something like that, that's when it hit me.
Yeah.
At one point I was getting my buddy owns a car wash place, and he was like, dude, you need to come anytime you want, whatever. And I'm like, no, I'm fine. He's like, no, seriously, just come anytime you want. Let him know that I sent you and we'll handle it. So it was raining, it was pouring. I'm like, man, I don't need my car. He does the inside, and like they do
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a really good
Yeah.
job at everything. So I brought it over there, and I had one just like the oil change because I wasn't in control of my car. I'm in the sitting room, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm having a panic attack. And all my mind kept thinking was, I haven't had one in such a long time. What if this is the one? Man, I haven't felt this in a long.
Yeah.
So I actually told the kid that was doing it, I was like, hey, I was like, I don't mean to interrupt you. And like, I felt so embarrassed. I was like, hey, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I'm like, I have an emergency. I have to, I was like, are you almost done? Or he's like, oh no, man. I'm like a little bit over halfway. I'm like, don't even worry about it. Don't. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, absolutely. Don't even worry about it. Blah, 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 blah. I got in my car. I gave him the money, got in my car, and I'm driving home, and it already started to kind of subside. And I'm literally want to punch myself in the face while I'm driving. I mean, I was
Mhm.
even telling myself, I'm like, what? Like, why did you do that?
Mhm.
Why didn't you give it a chance to just stay there? I was texting my girlfriend at the time, like, oh my gosh, can you come here? And she's like, I'm at work. And I'm
Mhm.
like, I don't care. You know, it's just this stupid shit that I hate what my mind thinks. I hate
It's
it.
mad because I remember feeling like that. Like that's what's mad. I do remember times where I would feel like that. To have the need to escape situations.
Yeah, if you really want some good exposure therapies, if you think that you're good, right? Go through car washes.
It used to be an issue for me, but it's fine
I'm
now.
just saying in general, go through
Yeah,
car
yeah.
washes. Go to do something to where you are not in control of your car, where you have to wait, like oil changes, stuff like that. It's going into a line, going to, like, let's say you want to go to Taco Bell when it's super busy and you're the
Yeah.
fifth car out of 20. So
Yeah.
you can't back out and you can't go forward. You're just you got to go with it.
I used to hate it, man, going through the McDonald's drive-through, and like you'd get to a bit where you just couldn't get out, like because there's a single lane, it's got curbs both sides,
Did you
and
ever
once you're in,
think though, I'm hopping this curve, I'm taking a
yeah,
right?
yeah, I thought about it,
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
did it, but I thought. I remember once, I think it was me and Josh went to McDonald's, and I was that inside my own head that I went to the thing, placed the order, went to the next one, paid, and then just drove off. Didn't even collect the food at the next window. So we had to go round again. I'm sure it was Josh was there. I'm sure it was me and Josh.
I'm sure I've done something like that before with, like, when it comes to something like,
Yeah, I was that focused on how I was feeling that I didn't even bother. Like I'm at McDonald's to get food. I've paid for it and then just driven off.
and don't you like beat yourself up like on the way home when you're doing that, or when you get home, you're like, what the hell did I just do?
Yeah, yeah, it's frustrating,
No.
isn't it? It
Yeah,
is frustrating.
because what's a bad, like, I don't want to say it's a bad thing, but I have a really good memory. I don't know how, honestly,
Hmm.
but I can remember how I was before panic.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like it what scares me is, like, I hope I don't forget that.
yeah.
If
And
that
this
makes
just becomes all you remember
Yeah, yeah,
your
yeah,
life.
yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because it's starting to go away a little bit.
Mm.
Like, I remember what it's like without it, and it makes me smile when I, think about it and reminisce. Like you can smell those smells, you can taste those you do, you know what I'm saying? Like certain things
yeah.
literally bring you back. And because this happened to me recently, something brought me back, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, if I can go back to that, if there was a time machine or something that I could just go back and like start it over again or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's unfortunately, I need to stop thinking like that because it's not going to happen. I need to just,
move
and
forward.
yeah. And you know what? I need help with it, even though we all have doctorates and masters in panic attack, anxiety and stuff. It's okay to have help in it. And I need help. Especially with my exposures, and like having a coach or a friend like coach me through it or be there with me or help me, you know what I'm saying, at the beginning, because
Yeah, for sure.
sometimes you need that to push you. And that's what I need. That's what I'm doing right now. It's like I'll do little things by myself, but at the same time I'll be like, you know what, I need to ask for help because I need it at the time.
Yeah. And it's good to recognize that, and it's a proactive choice, isn't it? You're actually, instead of just sitting on it and just not making any progress, you're looking for.
Yeah, it's like what would you rather do? Sit at home or bring the pills with you and put them in your pocket? Bring the water with you, bring your cell phone with you, and at least do a 10-minute exposure thing, or at least it's better than nothing, and it starts something. Like when I told you previous episodes where it got so bad to the point where I was afraid to take showers and shit, and I had to take it step by step. If you wake up and just if you make it something like a routine, brush your teeth, wash your face, make your breakfast, take a shower, put your clothes, like if you make a routine like that and stick with it, it literally helps. I don't know why or how. It helps. I don't know what it is. It makes you feel like you got something done, and it motivates you.
Don't look back.
Don't look back. We're not going that way. Yeah. It's absolutely right. I mean, if you do look in the past, it's okay. It's okay. You're going to do that at times. You're gonna fail. I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna have panic. I'm gonna turn around my car. I'm going to take that exit before the exit I should. I'm going to maybe leave that shop before I do. I know that's gonna happen. I know I have to panic and go through this shit before I get better. It just sucks. That's the main thing about this.
One thing that that plays on my mind is like the Euro tunnel, because I want to go to. We're going to Europe next year. I am going to the Czech Republic next year, and like we was talking about car washes and stuff. Like I think about the Euro tunnel because I'm going to be on a train in the car. Like you ain't moving. Once you're in there, you're boxed in, and you ain't moving. Like that's a bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What if I feel like I need to escape?
Okay,
Like,
so let's
nothing.
talk about that real quick. So what is it like you bring your car on a train thing?
Yeah. It's called the Euro tunnel. It goes from Dover or Folkestone down in the south of England, and it goes across to France.
Is it underground?
Yeah, it's actually under the English Channel.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay.
Yeah.
So can you walk? Are you like literally sitting in your car waiting
I
and
think
stuff?
you're allowed. You basically drive on. There's loads of carriages, and you
Uh-huh.
can probably get like maybe 5-6 cars per carriage.
Mhm.
And you can get out your car. I'm pretty sure you're allowed to get out your car, but you can only stay in your carriage, I think. But it's dark, like you can't see out the windows. It's just mud anyway, or whatever. But it does make me think like could be.
Okay, so let's say you're there, you have a panic attack. In all reality, there's nothing you can't you have to ride it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, I'm just being honest with you. You
You
ride
can
it
get
out.
out your car. My brother's in the house.
It's gas. Magic
You
Man.
can get out. He's been on the Euro tunnel. Also, ukulele.
Yeah, but I mean, in all reality,
Sorry,
what
Josh.
What can you do?
Yeah,
At
no,
that
that's
point,
it.
there's
It's
been
gonna be
times where I've had panic attacks. Like I've been at the dentist and I'm having he's literally in my mouth and I'm having one, and my mind is freaking out. But then all of a sudden it says, "What are you gonna do? What am I gonna bite this dude's hand and say I gotta go and like run out,
yeah,
shit in my mouth?" You know, there's
yeah,
stuff that once you're committed to it, you have to say, "Hey,
yeah. No, I'm ready for
I
it.
might have a
Like
panic
it's
attack, and that's okay. I'll be cool."
yeah,
And
it is what it is.
yeah,
We'll deal with it. The thing I'm most concerned about is driving on the wrong side of the road when I get there. That's the
you'll be
you
fine.
fucking
What are you
weirdos.
talking about driving? You use donkeys over there, right? Just like
Yeah,
Macedonia.
yeah, maybe, maybe. No, I'm taking
See,
my own
that's
car, ain't I? I'll be
that
I'll be fucking rich over there in my car. You know what I mean?
it. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. With the dentist, you tell them to take a break. Yeah, I mean, I hide.
It's good,
I'm
man.
more open about it, but I used to hide my anxiety and stuff. I wouldn't tell anybody about stuff, and I would just make up an excuse. So if they were like, "Are you okay?" Like I remember I was getting a tooth actually taken out, and the lady was like, "Hey, your heartbeat's going fast. Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." But I'm like, I'm having this small panic attack.
Think
And
of
she's like,
that.
"Well, here, take deep breaths. We need to." And I'm thinking, why does my heart rate need to go down when you're yanking out a tooth? You know?
Mhm, mhm.
But yeah, I don't hide anymore either, but I'm way too open about it and using it as an excuse. I need to stop doing that.
Yes.
Exactly, Yorkie. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter whether you're on a train, like you said, sofa, train. It doesn't matter.
Mhm. I remember being in a business meeting for a new customer. Like I went to meet these clients, and when I got there, there was two of them, and
Mm.
like that was like alarm bells. This is a long time ago.
I think I remember this.
Yeah, yeah, but like when there's two people and I've got to sit there and try and sell my service, like sell myself.
So you're
Not
like,
like,
"Hello. Hello. I'm Billy
yeah.
Trust, and today
I'm
I'm
just sitting there and like they're asking me questions, and all
yeah,
I'm thinking about is just I need to get
get
out.
me out of here. When is this done?"
How can we speed this up, man?
Yeah.
Just give me your
Don't
money.
worry, you guys don't need my services. I'm out.
Yeah, yeah. Can you
See
just
ya.
email me whatever?
See, I used to be embarrassed to tell, like Bessie said, I am anxiety. I used to be embarrassed to tell people, like anybody. I held it in for such a long time, like with relationships, with everything,
Yeah,
friendships. I am anxiety, haircuts and stuff. Like I would just say, "Oh, I knew my girlfriend was gonna call me and she was gonna leave the stove on. I gotta go." I don't have a girlfriend. I don't, I would just make
haven't
up
got
the
a
dumbest
clue.
excuse. But then it would get to the point where it's like, man, I can't hide this shit anymore. Like I have to tell them, or I used it as an excuse for shit, maybe so I can get away with shit more. So
Yeah,
it wasn't a good thing. Because a lot
I've
of
always
people
been open with it.
you've been open like the whole
Yeah,
time.
yeah. I think so. Yeah, I don't think I've ever.
Yeah, I hid it. I hid a lot of that shit because I was embarrassed, but I also felt like a loser about it.
Yeah, yeah. I did, but I still
Because
told people.
it's like in all reality, like with friends or relationships, it's like who wants to date someone with agoraphobia or panic attacks? Like if you really take us out of the take us having panic attacks out,
Mhm.
and would you like let's say you met Magda and she's like, "Hey, I only can you have to come here to my house. I can only go out like 5 minutes around." A
Yeah,
lot
it
of
can't be easy.
a lot of
It can't be
a
easy.
lot of people at the beginning will be like, "Oh, sure," and then they're like, "No, I can't do this anymore." And
Mhm.
plus, I feel like ass because I'm like, I'm holding this person back. Like, what if they
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to vacations like we were talking today? What if they want to go on vacation? What if they want to go into a theme park? What if they want to go to a concert? What if they want to go to a sporting event?
Mhm.
You know? And they're like, "Well, don't worry, you'll work your way up to it." I'm like, "What if it takes like 5 years? Are you gonna still be there?" Nope.
I don't know.
I'm just being real. Like I know I
Yeah,
sound like
no, for sure, man.
but
Yeah,
that's why we do it here. We're just being real. Like it's a Debbie Downer to, you know.
Should we move on to our favorite segment?
Let's go. This is a big one.
Josh, you coming in? He's coming in.
Ukulele, that's great. I like that. Ukulele said he met a very understanding girl who helped him.
Here he is.
That's awesome, man. Flooded and went straight to London.
Welcome to Anything Goes.
Thank you.
Scariest moment, but I guarantee like it helped you too, right? Like you said, she inspired you. She made you. She was more important than your problem. And look at you, right?
Bessie's out of here.
See ya, Bessie. Thanks for always coming in. We always appreciate you stopping in. And
I'll put another short on YouTube during the week to let you know what day we're doing next week, because we don't know as yet. So yeah,
this week,
Anything Goes.
Do we want to start with the badge that's behind me?
The elephant in the room.
This one.
Birmingham City got relegated yesterday.
So to Americans, what does that mean?
It means that we have gone down to the next.
I'm sorry.
Why are you laughing, man?
I'm laughing.
Serious?
I'm laughing because we talked about that.
Yeah, we did.
And I said, well, what happens, you know? And I said, do they go down like a division? You're like, yes. And you guys were like, what, 28th place out of 31st or something like that?
We were 23rd. I think we were 23rd or 22nd.
So right now you're what?
Nothing. Now we're done. We're out.
Oh shit.
The bottom three teams, the season has finished. The bottom three teams go down to the next division. That's where we're going.
Now, can you see yourself or your team? Can you see your team actually winning this division?
We've got more of a chance.
Okay.
You'd think that, though, wouldn't you?
But so
I think I'm gonna put my neck on the line here. Okay, I think we will bounce back. This time next year, we will be promoted.
I would say back into the league in the right.
Yeah. Back to the one that we've just been kicked out of.
So
we've clicked it.
I think you can trust.
Doesn't feel well.
What's Tom Brady gonna do to make sure that you guys go back into that? Is he gonna?
He's gonna have to invest some money.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Look, I think everyone knows this, even with American sports teams too. The more money you put in the program or the thing, like you have a better chance of winning.
Well, it proves it with Wrexham, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen anything to do with that, B, but like
is that Ryan Reynolds? Yeah. Absolutely.
Like their team have been promoted twice in a row.
Yeah.
And Birmingham will be playing Wrexham next season.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
great.
We should try and go to one of those games.
Yes, Yorkie.
The more money and the more funds and everything and support you put in a program, the better they do. It's just you know. Look at over here, the Dallas Cowboys, New York Yankees. What, did you get bit by a mosquito or something? Are you bitching about that?
No, sunburn. I got burnt today.
That's not even a burn. That's nothing. Look at you. You're like, I wanted to be sunburnt.
Damn.
So they went down.
Blues went down.
And you have to wait.
How lost today?
Oh, did they?
Yeah. That's a plus. I'll tell you what I watched today. I think it must have been like, well, you're not going to know. You just have a minute. I watched the Vanarama playoff final, and Solihull Moors against Bromley, but they lost on penalties.
Okay. Have you been? I don't know if you guys. I'm sure you guys don't keep up with MLS, but you see Inter Miami, what they're doing with Messi.
Yeah.
The dude just had 5 assists in one game.
Not
a
bad.
Goal and 5 assists. Okay. And they're doing great.
Yeah.
They have Messi. They have that. What's the dude with that bit? The guy that
Suarez.
Suarez.
Suarez. They've got a couple of old players.
Yeah. but it's still like
Busquets.
I guarantee you can take old Ronaldinho, right, from Brazil, put him on a MLS team, and they'll be better.
Yeah.
Even like right now, put him an old.
Even though he's like 50.
It
I tell you what I watched this morning. I don't know why, but for about 20 minutes, I watched the end of a Aussie rules football game. That was weird, man. I cannot figure out what the rules are. Somebody scored some, like, I don't know, like the goals are weird. It's got like 2 posts here. Wait, where's my camera? 2 posts here, and then it's got 2 more in the middle, like rugby posts going straight up. It's weird, man.
If I send you something, can you send
10
it
points for scoring a goal?
If I send it something, can you send it to Josh to play? Because if this was a sport, I would watch it. Let me see if I can find it. But go ahead and talk while I'm looking for it.
Anybody interested in watching the new Fallout? Gaz, you know Josh has watched that.
Yeah, I've been playing it as well alongside it. I'm only 5 episodes in because I just stopped watching it, but it is amazing. And if you've played the games, then the references in it are crazy. I've heard since we got back off holiday. Since we got back off holiday, which was what, Friday?
Yes.
I've put about 17 hours into a new save on Fallout.
I've never played it. I don't even know what it's about.
It's made by the same people who make Skyrim.
Never played that.
No, but you know a bit more about that.
Not really.
Yeah, 4's my favorite Fallout game. The other ones are more like RPG, but I like just running around shooting stuff.
Josh, what's your
address?
No, what's your IG so I can send these to you?
I'll find it. It's
because I send these to your dad and he doesn't respond to them, so I'm gonna start sending to you now.
It should be it's Crossy with an underscore.
You guys actually played Fallout?
So that's underscore Crossy or Crossy underscore?
I think it's Crossy underscore.
We played some F1, didn't we, Josh?
Yeah, I'm watching it right now. I've got it open.
Oh, don't tell me. I'm recording it.
Okay.
Has Verstappen crashed yet?
No.
So, yeah, Aussie rules. If anybody knows the rules, tell me. It's weird. They're allowed to hit the ball. Like, they hold it. Please look.
It's rugby, right?
Well, it's like they hold the ball and then they hit it like that as a pass.
Oh, yeah.
And then when they kick the ball and their teammate catches it, the ref blows his whistle, and then they're allowed to just stop and kick it again.
Yeah. I've watched that before. I don't know the rules, but I've seen it. Like you said, can't they bounce it too while they're running or something?
Yeah, I think so. Too? Something like that. It's weird.
And then once you catch it, you have to stop in your place and then do something. Like you have to kick it or do something. You can't.
And for throw it, like when the ball goes out to touch, the referee gets it and he turns round, faces the crowd, and he throws the ball over his head.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And to start at when it's a kickoff, the ref holds the ball and he just bounces it on the floor, and then they have to jump and fight for it. It's good, man.
Yeah.
I just followed you, by the way, but we've got a few more viewers. Shall I replay the video? TikTok?
Yeah, you can. I guess you can put it back on. This is what happened when we went fishing. If anybody didn't see it at the start. Hit the music. Oh, you now, man. I couldn't do anything. Yeah, well, my head's bleeding. Idiot. Look at it. Go and get the first aid kit, Joe.
Where is it?
Right there, that part gets me.
Need to put some pressure on. Look at that.
It looks so much.
That was a lot of blood. Wait,
Got a hole in my head.
Yeah.
that doesn't look fantastic.
that part makes me laugh too.
I have to be careful with my words.
I'm done with fishing. I got blood all down my
That's
t-shirt. Yes.
But then
Wait.
you went ahead and caught
Yeah.
the biggest fish that we've. I
Now,
don't
what
know
kind
about
of fish is that? That's a catfish. Like, is that
Carp.
name?
Carp.
Carp. Okay. Oh,
was
we
massive.
have really big ones like that here. There's actually there's a time where I reeled, or what's it called when you
strike.
Cast.
cast and it
Yeah.
hit something that I think it was a big carp that was just grazing. They look like a manatee, and I literally had to cut my line because I'm like, there's no way I can bring this in.
Yeah.
So what I sent you is what I sent your dad. If they play this, if this was a sport, I would watch this all the
Wait,
time.
we're gonna get another copyright freaking strike.
Did we get one before?
Yeah.
For what?
Well, we didn't get a strike. We was playing the wrestling shit, weren't we, last week? The Ultimate Warrior against the honky tonk pissing man.
But we got a strike for that.
I'm not sure if I'll be able to. 'Cause I'm not logged into my
flag.
Instagram.
Oh, okay. Another thing too is what I sent you is what it's popular now. People are using Arnold Schwarzenegger's AI voice to do different stuff like singing.
I thought you sent him the football.
I sent him both. I sent him
people
both.
Against the small people.
And they have the pizza on their jerseys. Yeah.
I might be able to find that on YouTube.
Yeah.
But
that TikTok, incidentally, that I posted has only had 10 views. So that they must have done something with it. Because
I did say with the blood on that.
Blood in it, yeah. Because I posted one that was like, I've got another TikTok on there, and that had like 300 views within minutes. But this one's had 10 in 24 hours.
You get your 300 views. How many comments do you get?
Oh, loads. Precisely 0.
See, that's what I don't understand is how can you get so many views and nobody comments? Is it because you're not a girl pushing her chest like this?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, I could push my chest like that, but I'm still not
I think you should. I think you should start doing that.
Yeah.
We're going to put you in like a bikini and start doing that. Maybe,
I don't know.
I have seen quite a lot of stuff, people using AI for stuff. Like earlier I was on TikTok scrolling and there was like I don't know if you guys have seen them, but like men's motivational videos where it's like, who's going to carry the fallen soldiers to the medical tent, all that bollocks.
I've never seen
But it was an AI version of Denzel Washington's voice. And in all of the comments were like, wow, what such a good quote from Denzel. Like, believe in it. And I'm like, what? How are people
I see him with Joe Rogan.
That's what I was gonna, that's what I see is the Joe Rogan ones.
I just don't understand how people believe it because I don't
know. I don't know if you guys get Dr. Phil over here, but there's a lot of there's Dr. Phil here where these people get catfish and you're like, how? How did you believe? You know what I'm saying?
And you watch the show
Catfish,
yeah. We used to watch that.
But it's just like how, like you're sending $30,000 to somebody that you never that won't video chat you. You know what I'm saying? You've been talking to them for 3 years.
My camera's broke.
Yeah,
camera's broke. But I just sent you 20K.
They're like, hey, my love, I need 10,000, my love.
The worst ones of them is when they think it's a celebrity.
Yes.
Yeah, but their camera's still broke, but they're posting pictures on Instagram every day.
I think there was one. It was Bow Wow and Katy Perry was one as well. I'm sure.
I think the one I saw was God, what was it? And it wasn't Vin Diesel. It was but it was somebody like
that might have really been him.
This 60-year-old lady thought she was talking, and I'm like, come on, and like her kids are like, please tell my mom this isn't him, you know. And she's like, no, I believe it.
Perry.
Yeah, why not?
Get her on.
I think it was Bret Michaels or Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue. I forget.
Never heard of either of them.
I know Motley Crue.
And like she like messaged him on his Instagram, and he even made a video like, that is not me. This is my wife. That is not me. You're getting catfish. And she's like,
no.
And I'm
just like, saying that.
Yeah.
Just saying that.
What the hell, man?
So I did watch switching the topic to movies, I watched The Equalizer 2 and 3.
Yeah,
Me and Josh watched 3.
And how did you like those?
2, very good. 3, bit slow and
What
not.
about 1? Did you watch? You watched 1, right?
I watched 1 a long time ago. I can't really remember it. But
Going
2,
back
I thought
to,
2 was brilliant.
With the
Denzel
Russians.
quotes.
Go on, Denzel.
In the second one has got one of my favorite quotes in any film ever. It's when he's walking up to them at the car after he's just been in the one guy's house,
Mhm.
and he goes, "The only thing this is not going to be word for word."
No, go ahead.
He says something like, "The only negative thing for me is that I ain't going to get to kill you twice or whatever."
Yeah, so the guys that killed his best friend, the woman,
Yeah.
they're like mercenaries, and the one was his best friend too.
Yeah.
There's 3 of them, and he's like,
I think
the
they're
only
always
thing
his whole squad.
I'm going to kill all of
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
The only thing I'm going to hate that I don't like is that I'm not going to be able to do it again.
I'm only going to get to do it once.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good film.
So that's why I ask if it came like, who do you guys pick, John Wick or Equalizer? Because Equalizer like gets touched, I think, 3 times in all 3 movies, maybe 4 times.
Yeah, but he got
John
shot
Wick-
by a kid in the third
He
one.
did
and
get
he's
shot
out
by a
for
kid.
Yeah.
a while.
But that was it.
What's funny is, Josh, when you were saying about the quotes and they were Denzel Washington, for some reason I had Morgan Freeman in, and that's the voice I was hearing in my head.
Hello, Billy.
I've
This is
only just
Morgan.
realised. Oh yeah, Denzel. Forgot who they were. My bad.
Yeah, he takes out a whole Italian mob and goes to the Italian mob dudes while he's in the shower and all.
Yeah,
all that.
and
Yeah.
just
But that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
Yeah, it was
John
good.
Wick cannot do that.
but he
I've
can
only
do it
seen the
whilst
first.
he's incapacitated.
And the other thing with look, I like Keanu Reeves. I like his movies. I'm just saying, how many lines does he have in each movie? Maybe 20. And it's always
Yeah.
like, yeah, or guns.
That was good. That
You know, guns.
Yes, it's just broad.
You
There
know,
you go. There it is.
Woodward.
We're
Yeah.
back there again.
there you
We're
go.
gone-
Edward.
We've gone
we
full
had
circle.
a nice little thing about this. Edward Woodwood.
We talked about it last week as Edward Woodward.
Edward Woodwood. I think your dad got pissed off and left the chat when he saw you get bonked, because usually he's in here, right? He's
Devil's Advocate was amazing. The film.
yeah.
Yeah, good. Al Pacino, great film. Keanu Reeves again.
Keanu's underrated. And I think he's a good person in real life too. You don't hear like
He
bad
is.
shit about him. So
All I
What about
always
Bill and
use
Ted?
was
Bill and
Yeah.
Ted's Excellent Adventures.
see, I never got into those things. Like it's weird to me. Like
Come on,
I don't
man.
know why. Like the skeleton guy and
That was the second one,
the
Bogus Journey.
Reaper or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I never got into like Wayne's World. I never got into Wayne's
No,
World.
I never liked Wayne's World.
Swing and
What about Beavis and Butthead? Do you remember that?
I think everyone got into that because back in the day, like they didn't show shit like that on TV. Now at like 10 o'clock, they show cussing on cable.
Yeah.
Yeah. On certain
I
channels.
watch
Like
regular TV.
Constantine is a classic movie for me. I love that movie. I hope they were talking about doing like a part 2 or like revisiting it. I hope they do that, and I hope he's in it, and I hope they don't mess it up.
A good film. I can give you a good film to watch. Dead Man's Shoes.
What's that?
Very good film. to be
Great
fair.
film. If
Who's
you want to
in it?
watch an English film,
Oh
that
shit.
is no, seriously, it's brilliant.
It is.
Absolutely brilliant. I'm not going to tell you anything about it. You should
Who's
just watch.
okay? So you can't tell me who's in it or anything like that.
I don't know. Paddy Considine, is it? Something like that.
Something like that. But he's the only actor I know.
Absolutely brilliant film.
Yeah, there you go.
Paddy Constantine.
So Dead Man's Shoes.
Yeah, watch Dead Man's Shoes this week, and we'll
Okay.
discuss it next week.
Might
If
not
it's
be
good.
available.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Could be.
I'll look it up and see.
You will watch it.
What do you
Would you
got
not
planned for the What do you got planned for the week, Billy? What you
My
gonna
week?
watch? Yeah.
I've got work to do. I've got loads of work to do. So that's web work and gardening.
You gonna plant some flowers?
Nope. But I'm trying to dig out some big old freaking bushes. It's going to be fun.
Do you guys have like homes or Lowe's?
Yeah,
We have homes. Yeah, we all
Yeah,
live in
Home Depot, like Home Depot and Lowe's and stuff like that.
yeah,
Where you,
we've got like B&Q, Home
B&Q.
Base.
Yeah, Wix.
it's like it cracks me up because I feel like
Yeah,
the UK and the US are like a bizarro world. It's like where everything's opposite. Like we have TJ Maxx, you guys have TK Maxx.
TK Maxx. Yeah.
And if we have Walmart over there, it'd be like
Asda.
We have Asda.
But I'm saying,
but
like,
it's owned by
be-
Walmart.
wouldn't it even be better if it was like Wasmart or something similar,
Yeah.
but like off by one letter? I think that would
Yeah.
be.
We drive on the right side of the road, and you drive on the wrong.
See, no, look, I don't. I'm just saying that because I've thought about this before. Well,
Who was? Do we know like
It-
who was first to drive on?
probably you guys.
Of course, it was us.
Do I have anything planned? I got some more cleaning and stuff to do and more working out and more exposures. I don't have any like certain planned exposures, but I'm just gonna do it more consistent, and then I'll get to the point where I'll start recording them being live on video and stuff. So
Yeah,
they'll come. I promise they'll come.
The first car was made by a person called Carl Benz in Germany, which of course is
Mercedes.
Yeah.
yeah.
So let me.
See, this is what gets me for driving on like the opposite side of for you guys, right? So you guys, if you're driving, you can't see. You're like, how can I say this? When we're driving, we can see the shit that's right next to us. You can't.
Well, we sit on the opposite side of the car to you as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. So your steering wheel's on the right side?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I forgot that
I
shit.
think they've got it. I think
Really?
by 1 year.
Thanks, ukulele.
Interesting.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Look, maybe you guys have everything right over there because
I think so.
you guys go by what? Not miles per hour, but what is it? Kilometers?
Yeah.
Well, we're miles per hour.
Really? I thought you guys went by kilometers and shit.
No,
Yeah,
that's Europe.
Americans always think that.
Oh, so what do you have, B? Miles per
Miles
hour.
per hour.
Yeah.
Really?
Like everything here, like the metric system and everything we use is opposite of what everyone else uses, basically. So like
Pretty much.
yeah,
What about like when you're measuring your height? Is it in feet?
feet. Thanks,
Yeah,
guys. I've went to so many different. Okay. This is one thing with tattoos is like,
I haven't got any.
you guys don't have any, right? The thing with tattoos for me,
I got
the
sunburn.
the thing with tattoos for me is like, it's hard to find good artists, and then it's hard when you do find one. It's hard to like. Sometimes they like leave the area. It's very hard. So I have to go. All these are done by like different people. Some of them are done by same one. Some of them are done by different ones. It's very hard. It's very hard to find that one person that you can go to all the time. Because I wish, but yeah.
When was the last time you had ink done?
Oh man, I want so many. I want so much more. But the last time I had it was I think like 2017.
Yeah.
No, what am I talking about? 2014. What am I talking about? Yeah, 2014.
With anxiety or without?
Without. I mean, you're
Okay.
a little nervous when you're doing it, but you're more excited because you want your shit done.
Yeah. No, I mean like your panic shit.
No,
No.
no. The only thing I always used to do was before I would go get a tattoo, I would eat something like sugary, like a candy
Mhm.
bar, and I would like make sure I'm drinking, and that's it. So I usually fall asleep. Like there's some tattoo artists that are like talkers, and there's some that aren't. You know,
Mhm.
so I always say, hey, you do whatever you want to do. If talking makes you work better and faster and whatever, I'll talk to you all day. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, and you're not a talker, I won't talk. You know, we don't have to talk. So I always do whatever they like.
Okay. That killed the conversation. Weight measurements, Dan says.
Yeah, we go by we
No, I think he's asking how big you guys are.
oh
Joking.
Very.
okay.
Very.
Very.
Like right now, man, I'm so embarrassed by this shit.
No, don't.
Well, wait, because what do you?
I used to be
Wait,
5'11".
wait.
Oh, okay, so I went to the no. He said no. Well,
No,
we might as well say it. We're here. We might as well go.
What do you measure?
Oh, we don't. Yeah, we
kilos?
no. We do by pounds. We don't do stones.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Okay.
We go by pounds.
We do stone usually.
Yes, I wish. You know what? To be honest with you, I wish I was like super rich to where I had like like Justin Bieber and all those people. Like they literally have their famous tattoo artists tattoo them at their own house, tattoo them while they're playing video games, tattoo them in their private jets. Like I wish I could do something.
What Gaz meant by that is his family. Like
No, I saw that, but I was saying like I meant like I wish.
Yeah, that would be good. I'm sure there is some that do that.
Yeah,
there is, but most of them are like they're doing it from their house for a reason.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you want a jailhouse tattoo, that's a lot of people are like, oh, he's gonna give me a discount. It's like, yeah, you're gonna get a discount tattoo as well.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you're also gonna lose your arm.
Yeah, yeah.
My mate got a tattoo when we went to Spain. It's quite funny. Just it's like a little knife on his arm there. Nothing in relation to anything to do with him. He just picked it because it looked cool.
So that was it. Like it looked cool.
It got infected. But
I was going to ask that. Did it get infected?
It did, yeah. It scabbed over and part of it fell off, but it was only the ink inside the handle. So
did you guys go to a shitty place?
Oh yeah. It was in the middle of nowhere in Spain.
I'm being honest. That's the reason why.
We know that.
Needles and shit probably wasn't clean. Yeah, because I've had tattoos like where I've gotten tattooed and they're like, okay, you can't do anything, and I'm like, I went swimming, I went here, I went in the lake, so yeah.
When we were just on holiday, we went to this market. It's at a place called Inglemells. And they had a tattoo shop there, and it's fucking rubbish. And Lula was like, "Oh, I might get a tattoo," and we're like,
"No,
I am not giving you permission."
Yeah, this is my thing with tattoos. Is this if you want a tattoo, if you're thinking about getting a tattoo, number one, get something that that you want for the rest of your life. Something that means something to that you like for the rest of your life. And number two, splurge, pay the money and go to a professional, because trust me, do it. It's worth it, to pay the extra amount. You get what you pay for is really what they say it does. And
I just can't
inside of your mouth. What? You mean the inside of your lip?
Yeah,
yeah, but doesn't it go away after so long?
I think he bit it out. I think after.
Wait, he bit it. I heard it just goes away without having to bite it out because your skin or something.
No, he would bite in his lip. I'm sure of it.
I have my ass cheek tattooed, my right ass cheek.
You got W on each cheek.
So I was getting work done, and I was done, and the guy said.
He's still got two legs. Which one?
The guy said, "Hey, my next appointment is over, or they call and cancel. Do you want to keep working?" I said, "Yeah." So we were doing the rest of my shit, and we finished early. The F and so he got
F.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we can curse on here, right? Can't we curse on it? Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think I have been, haven't I?
I said so earlier.
He said bollocks earlier.
No.
So, does Birmingham have a logo?
Yeah.
Okay.
There, look, it's the world and a football.
Okay, so I got my team's logo on my ass cheek.
Nice.
I like. So, and then I remember everyone was asking me, why'd you get on your ass? Like, you're supposed to like display it proud. I was like, so everyone can kiss my ass when we win.
Who's your team again?
Miami Hurricanes.
That was it. I bought one of them
What is that?
jerseys.
College football.
Okay.
I bought one of them jerseys, but it was the Green Bay Packers.
Packers. You know why they call them the Packers? I'm just kidding.
Miami Heat.
Miami
I've
Heat.
got a Miami Heat vest as well, actually.
Yeah, you do.
I can't remember what name's on the back of it.
It's probably
Not
Wade.
James.
Wade or James, I guarantee it.
Pretty
Yeah,
sure
it
it's
might,
James.
I think it's James, yeah.
You've also got a Lakers one somewhere, you said.
That got stolen or something, or Magda give
Oh.
it away, or he hates
Does
it.
that
Who's gonna
happen
steal-
often?
who comes in your house and steals jerseys?
No, Magda has this thing where she
Ability.
just throws away my clothes without telling me. Like my favorite stuff that she doesn't like.
Really?
Or she'll just pack them away in the garage and then they'll somehow get recycled or whatever.
Do you do that with her shit too?
No.
You ain't got
I would
time for that.
Hi,
What's up,
Anish.
Anish? How are you?
To be fair,
Thanks for joining us.
before we went on holiday, he had a clean out of his wardrobe. And you've
I
got
did.
more wardrobe space than Magda,
Yes, that's true.
which I thought was quite surprising.
To
Yeah,
people
but-
that are new and they're like, why aren't they talking about anxiety? We're,
Sorry.
yeah,
Talking
we're
about
on.
wardrobe space.
Yeah, we're just we finished our anxiety talk. We're just talking about everyday shit right now. So if you have any questions, we'll still feel free to put them in the comments and we'll still answer them and stuff like that.
Maybe.
Was that a ghost? Was that your dog? That was your dog.
That's my dog.
Oh, is that yours?
Oh, real quick,
Yeah.
have you guys been watching or hearing or listening to the Drake Kendrick Lamar beef? That's
No.
A little bit, because I really like Drake.
I mean it's really popping off now.
I'll sit
It
this one
is,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean
I didn't really listen to. I know that there's 2 new songs out, one from Kendrick, one from Drake, but I haven't listened to either.
oh
of them
there's
yet.
there's another one. There's a new one from Kendrick now.
Oh, is there?
So Drake released his, right?
Push Up. Yeah, I like that.
No. This is more. This is
Oh, Family. Is it Family
yes,
Matters?
Family Matters. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't listened to that one yet.
So he released one. He released that, and then 30 minutes after, Kendrick released his response to it. And then Kendrick came the next day, which is today or Saturday, and he released another one.
Another one.
And the picture of it is Drake's house with the real pedophile, like when you you have to register as a sex offender. They registered his house as a sex offender place
Did they?
in real life. And if you look on Google Maps and looks at Drake's house, it's marked as Kendrick's bitch, is what it says. So
What's
well,
context?
I don't know the main reason for their whole beef.
I know how it started, but not why it started.
Yeah, I know how it started, but
on his new album, on Drake's new album, he mentioned about like the big 3 rappers were him, as in Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole.
Mm.
And Kendrick apparently wasn't happy about that. And then he featured on a song from Future and Metro, where he said, "There's no, it's just me."
Look, your dad is so out the loop right now.
I know. I've heard of Drake from Joplin.
You know Kendrick Lamar.
I've heard the name, but
You've heard of Future.
I think that's the most important thing that's going on. I think they've
was
stopped.
Was Kendrick Lamar the guy that did that music festival where people got?
No, that was Travis.
It's Travis Scott.
No, see,
or was that Asa?
No, it's Travis Scott.
No, it was Travis.
Now Drake
Scott.
really did go in on ASAP the last, like he really got him. Anish put, "Hey, I just been watching your. I hope I'm saying it right, Anish. Hey, just been watching your anxiety videos. Just recovering from anxiety, but still feel dizzy sometimes after workout. I need to." That's completely normal. We talked about this earlier. I've actually been working out, and Billy has problems with being dizzy. So we definitely, it's completely normal. The more you do it, the less it'll be there. Trust me.
Yeah.
Abby, welcome. They're all bad anyways. It's, you know what? It's entertaining to see.
Drake isn't bad.
it's entertaining to see. Like, it's entertaining to see this. You know, I think that's what it is. It's
I've just going back.
and they're popular people too, so it's entertaining to see.
I have never played The Witcher 3. I've got it, but it's just one of those mini games on Steam that I've bought when it's on a sale and never installed or played. I know it's amazing. Yeah,
Didn't they cancel the show?
They did, yeah. I don't know why. I know that there was issues with like Henry Cavill, but he's not Geralt anymore.
What show, please?
The Witcher.
Okay.
Disney.
You wouldn't like it.
No, it's not for me.
Anisha, I totally understand that. All the sensations, everything's annoying, right? It's all annoying. Panic disorder is annoying. Agoraphobia is annoying. It's all annoying. But like we say, it's what can you do? You have to just, unfortunately, you have to push. Yeah, you have to just push through it. And the more you do that, the better you get. When you see it doesn't do anything to you, that's all it is an annoyance. It's just like a headache. Yeah, that's true to the lore. I don't know the lore about.
I know nothing
The
about
Witcher.
it.
I heard like the first season, everyone was cool with it, and then I started to go downhill. I'm cool with. I think he's a good actor.
Yeah.
Don't ignore it, Anish. Don't ignore it.
It doesn't. Yeah, the point is that you need to not be bothered whether it's there or not. That's
so like. Let me, Anish, let me use this as an example. So I'm sure you've had a headache before, right? And you don't purposely say to yourself, okay, ignore this headache, ignore it. Because if you say that, you focus. Like right now, Anish, I want you to close your eyes and don't think of a pink elephant. And tell me what's the first thing that popped up in your head. It was probably a pink elephant. And what I'm saying, it's the same thing with panic. If you try to ignore it and it's just gonna knock down your door and keep banging louder. So you have to accept it and say, okay, yeah. You don't even have to welcome it. You can just be like,
you do.
I don't even think you have to do that. You just acknowledge it. Just be like, I know what this is. It is what it is. It's going to be with me. Let me continue doing my workout. Or you can take a little 2-minute break from your workout, take a drink of water, wipe the sweat off, and be like, okay, back at it. You know? I'm from the US. I'm in a really bad place called Ohio. It's a really shitty state. What's up, Johnny Q?
Johnny Q's in there.
I love seeing these new people, man. What's up? Man. Welcome, guys.
It's interesting because I used to watch Johnny Q's videos. Yeah, I remember Johnny Q. I think if my memory serves me right, he was in San Francisco.
Nice.
Interesting. Gaz had a wobble at the footy this morning.
Wait, Gaz, I didn't know Gaz had anxiety and stuff like that.
He doesn't?
Had my car keys in my hand for about 20 minutes waiting to walk away. Couldn't tell you why. Freaked you out a little bit.
You should have said, man. Should have said. Stand by me.
Absolutely, Anish. Absolutely.
Big time.
Even Dan knows Johnny Q. See, you're famous around these parts, man.
Wait,
that's cool.
How am I famous?
No, not you.
I was about to say. I thought you said B.
No, Johnny Q. He remembers Johnny Q videos. How are you now? If you're still watching, are you good now or struggling again?
So tell us about Johnny Q's videos. I'm not.
He used to have anxiety, dizziness, and I'm actually pretty sure there was something about showers. Like he used to struggle with. Sign at $5. That's cheap, man. I'm sure he used to struggle with showers and dizziness and tilting sensations and stuff.
Is he in the UK or in the States?
I'm sure it was San Francisco, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it. That's cool.
So Johnny, how are you doing right now? Do you still? I'm sure you still deal with it, but is it as bad as it was before? Oh, they came back.
Yeah, I think I seen a recent video where he said he was struggling again.
Yeah, mine did too. So I get it.
When I was doing the 30 days, I gave him a shout out. Did I?
I feel like you would have. You were proper on it with the YouTube back then.
Yeah. I did
Like
the
you were
30
doing
days of
30
May.
days, yeah.
I did a video every day. Oh, so Johnny's story is similar to yours, B?
Yeah,
Gone
very
for 5
similar to
years,
mine. So
Yeah.
if I can say, Johnny, so for me, it was gone. Best I felt physically and mentally for so long, and then one panic attack. It was huge, just rocked my world. And then the next day, I had another one going to the store, and then the next day I had another one just driving somewhere in the neck, and it just started coming, and it just made me go back to where I was, and worse actually. So, and I'm here now to this day, still like
Isn't it
that.
weird? It's so weird how it can just get hold of you again, man. It's like
think-
everything that you've learned to get through it.
I think because it
when-
was so long before I had one that I forgot what they were like, and I was just whatever. And then it
Yeah, yeah.
happened. It was like a first one all over again, like traumatizing. I had palpitations, chuff, breathing, fatigue, and central
We'll go back to that one.
Yeah, Anish, like when you say you got your test done, yeah, go to the doctor, get your test done, and once they tell you you're good and okay, that's it. Like, go with that, run with that, and say, okay, I'm good, I'm okay. It's anxiety. This is what it is. And don't even tell it to go away soon or anything. Just let it do it. Let it run its course. If it takes an hour, it takes an hour. If it takes 10 seconds, it takes 10 seconds. It's just how it is, unfortunately.
Yeah. I think sometimes when you actually tell someone that you're having a wobble, it can make you feel a bit worse sometimes. I don't know.
Well, you would probably know quite a lot about that because
I'm trying to think
all the time.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Depends
dizziness
on
has
the
never been a
situation.
thing for, like, it never bothered me. Like, remember we talked about if you get up fast right away, I take that as a euphoric little feeling. Like, it's
Have you ever experienced vertigo though, B?
never.
No, okay.
Never. Not that I'm aware of, and if I did, it hasn't affected me.
Right, like vertigo, you can't do anything about it.
Yeah,
like
I've never.
proper vertigo.
So I would know if I had.
Yeah, for sure.
I've never had it.
Yeah, that is awful.
So does vertigo come from? It can stem from anxiety and panic, or like an ear infection or something like, right?
I think ear infection, or like just it can be anything to do with, like, if you have a cold or something like that. Sometimes your inner ear can get a bit messed up.
Okay. And what does it make you feel like? So if I stand up, it makes. If I feel like I'm still laying down.
The best description I ever thought of, like I was laying in bed and I would sit up, and it's like you're in a washing machine, like tumbling.
Really?
That's the best experience, or not the best experience.
How do you not throw
That's
up?
the best way I can describe it. I don't know. It's awful.
That's what I'm saying. How do you not throw up and get like motion?
I remember I was laying in bed at my old house, and I sat up, and I had like a chest of drawers with the TV on, and I was looking at it, and it was just like tumbling. It was.
So everything that you look at is just going like this?
Yeah, that's what was happening for me. But it was only for a few seconds because I would just lay down and.
F that. Nope. No thanks.
Not gonna lie, I do feel wildly unqualified to be in this conversation.
Why?
Right now because I ain't got anything to say about it.
You've had panic attacks before.
Yeah, but
We were talking. Yeah, it's a good one. We were talking about. Yeah, we got another new commenter, Nick's Exploration Emporium.
What's up, Nick?
Vertigo. You can't focus. Yeah, it's horrible. We was talking about.
Yes,
in the background.
I've had those ukulele.
Huh?
I've had those.
You might want to move a little bit because they can see you in the mirror.
Hello.
We were talking about because we went to like a fairground thing and they had rides there, and we were talking about how much people would have to pay us to ride each of the.
Oh yeah,
because Josh had a panic attack on a pirate ship.
Yeah, that was my first.
That was his experience.
So that was your first panic attack? Was on a pirate ship?
Yeah.
On a ride, right?
Yeah, well,
mid-cycle.
I'm not from the times that like Blackbeard and everything was there. The ride.
Yeah, it wasn't a real pirate ship.
So when you had your, were you like, I got to get off this thing?
Oh yeah, we stopped it.
The ride operator stopped the ride.
You told him, you're like, stop it.
I didn't.
He was on the ride with my sisters, two of my sisters' children,
And
and
Lula.
Lula, who was only probably about.
I was 16, so she'd have been about 10.
And they were all on the ride together.
Mm.
It was them that were getting the attention of the ride operator mid-ride
Lula weren't.
to say
My cousins.
he needs to get off.
Lula was letting me.
And what were you doing? What were you telling your cousins? You're like, I need to get off. I need to get off. off. Do you remember
doing anything? I was just.
I don't think you spoke, did you? Yeah, it was that.
No. Proper tense in me. Oh, it was awful.
So okay, but so
3 million to go back on one.
Everything was fine when you got like off, right? So that was the cause of your panic attack.
Yeah.
Was the ride.
Yeah,
He was
it
white
has the
for a bit.
feeling.
He was white for a bit.
I think that's why he's cool with it, because he had a cause to his effect. That ride gave him you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like mine happened when I'm at a club for no reason. I had it for no reason, right? I can understand if someone had a gun to my head at the club, or I was going to get beat up or something like that. But yeah.
Mine happened. I was playing a boxing game on the Xbox. That was
Fight
mine.
Night.
Yeah.
Why?
Yep. So the question is, how much would it take to get you on? I think there's one at, like, it might be Orlando or something like that. The massive swinging ship. No, not the swinging ship. What is it? Like the Flying Scotsman, they call it, or something. You know what I mean? Like their seats on cable, like chains up to the thing, and it spins and it goes right up, like ridiculously high. Do you know what I'm talking about?
See if I can find a picture of it.
We have a bunch, like the state that I'm in has one of like the biggest. It's called Cedar Point.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, it has, like, we have some new shit now. Let me tell you this: before panic attacks, I was scared of roller coasters. I'm not going on them with or without panic attacks.
Yeah. So the question is, how much would it take
to do it?
Yeah. Are we talking millions? Are we talking?
Yeah, it would be millions.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like five each.
Mm-hmm.
So Anish said, I have quit smoking, drinking. I quit smoking and drinking too, but I wasn't advised by my doctor. But it's good though that you did it. That's good. I don't know what is it. Meniere's disease.
It's Meniere's. My sister has that.
So it was solved with the steroid in my inner ear.
Yeah. She has to.
Well, I'm glad you don't have it, and you got that worked out. Because the way that, like I said, I've never had it before, but by the way it was explained to me, now basically feeling like you're drunk, no thanks, all the time. Yeah, I'm good with that.
I think we've reached a new viewer peak at the minute. 100 viewers. Woo!
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the Fairground Talk Show.
If you're on Twitter, drop a message. So
but see, that's the thing. I love that we talk about everything, and we also bring in the anxiety too, though. Like, I don't think there's a lot of podcasts or videos that do stuff like that. No, and we're like just chill about it. We're not.
Yeah. It's because they're usually trying to sell something in it.
We're not there yet.
No,
yeah, we're not promoting our merch yet.
But we will.
So let me ask you this. Okay, because you can put this to me too. So let's say right now I'm like, I will give you $10 million.
Yes.
$10 million.
I want to see it first.
Just let's say I just showed it to you. You have it.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm like, I'll give you $10 million to fly to the Czech Republic.
I'd do it tomorrow.
Okay. 5 million?
Yeah.
1 million.
Probably. Yeah.
500K. 500K.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
250K.
Probably.
100K.
Of course you would.
I don't know.
50K.
Now we're getting to the point where it's like,
I think hundreds up. No, I mean, that's the
Okay.
that's the figure.
So for
I'm looking
100K, would it be different? Would it be different if I said United States? Would it be different?
for. Nah, same price.
Oh, are you sure?
But
Because I'm just saying,
Doing
because
on
it's
that thing.
longer. It's longer and stuff.
I think once you're on the plane, though, that's it, isn't it? So
Yeah.
Hmm.
I've never been to the UK. No. I mean, I would love.
Do you think
to
you
go.
ever will?
Probably not. I mean, if I would love
I
to,
could
if I ever
drive
get
to America.
better and able to get on a plane, I would come, but I would come to see you guys. I'd probably make like a trip out of it and probably go to like see my family in Macedonia too. So I'd make it like a whole trip out of it.
Yeah.
What led to my anxiety? My panic attacks. What led to it was I was at a club. It was a rave. I was sober. At the time, I was smoking a lot of weed and doing ecstasy, but I was sober that night, and it wasn't I wasn't feeling it, and I was sitting with a friend. A person came up and was talking to us, and he had a whole bag of Skittles that was like this big, and he was like, "Does anyone want any Skittles?" And I was like, "Sure." He gave me a couple, and he gave we eat them. We're talking. So he leaves, and the girl's like smacks me on the back of the head. And she's like, "You don't take anything from anybody here. They laced it with drugs." I'm like, what do you lace a big pound, of Skittles with? And he's eating them like candy, literally. And why isn't he messed up if they're laced? So I'm like, you're weird. I'm like telling her, I'm like, don't even worry about it. So anyways, I'm literally falling asleep, and she's like, "Hey, take some of this caffeine pill." And I'm like, "What's it going to do?" She's like, "It's going to make you wake up. It's like drinking coffee." I'm like, "Okay." I didn't know then, but the caffeine pill is what made my heart go crazy.
Yeah.
They used to be called stingers. They used to sell them at like gas stations and shit.
I've heard of them.
They're horrible. It's basically what's inside Red Bulls and stuff, but like even worse.
Yeah, it'd be more concentrated.
I wasn't afraid of stuff back then. So she told me this is what's going to make me do. And I was literally falling asleep, but I didn't want to tell my friends and be a buzzkill so we can leave, So I'm like, yeah, go ahead. I took it. I'm like, why can't I breathe? Why am I sweating? Why is my heart going super fast? And I'm like, he did lace those Skittles with something.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I have to be. So in my mind's telling me all this shit that I've never felt before is because I'm laced with drugs. And what made it, so I don't know if you know about like ecstasy, but you can tell when someone's on it because their pupils get dilated, right? So I'm like, I know exactly how I'm going to know if I'm drugged. My pupils will be dilated, right? So I go in the bathroom, and guess what? My pupils are dilated because that's what panic attacks do. But I did not know any of this shit back then.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how my first traumatized experience.
Mine was weed related as well, I think.
Well, I had afterwards. I started getting them with weed.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the main reasons people get panic disorder and panic is weed.
I think for mine, I've told this story many times, but I had my car smashed up I think it was the day before. And then I was sitting at home. I was looking after Josh. And I was sitting at home.
Little baby Josh.
Can't remember.
A couple of years ago.
But I just went. But when I think back to it now, I think that it was vertigo. I think I had a vertigo attack while I was playing on the Xbox. Because I can still remember how I felt. And I think that's what triggered my anxiety.
Panic attacks like being on drugs. Panic attacks, I've said it before in videos. The only time I've ever felt like that before is when I was little and I got lost and I'm looking for my parents and stuff. Like it's like that feeling. I smoked hash last time in January, but I blacked out. So okay, that's not good. I hope it does not relate to anxiety.
I'm going to quickly hop out, but I'll be back.
Yeah.
Do I get flashbacks of feeling it? Sometimes. I mean, like when I reminisce of stuff, like if I can go back and not do it, I would not do it just because of the panic attacks and stuff. like there's been times where I've smoked too much where I can't walk, I can't move. So like when Anish said he blacked out, I'm sure you
That was a
probably
good
smoked.
night.
Well, not for me, because you want to be, if you smoke weed, you want to be giggly, laughy, right? And
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah,
laugh.
yeah.
There's
I
been
never
times
had
where
I never had a bad experience smoking
no,
weed
yeah, I have.
apart from that last
No, I
time.
have. I've had
I
bad
didn't.
highs before. Not like, like super bad, but I've had it to where I'm like, okay, man, I cannot move and stuff like that. Thanks, ukulele. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming in, and thank you very
Thanks,
much
man.
for I'll let you
Take
guys
it
know
easy.
how I'll let everyone know how it is on Thursday, how we do.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, it was always I always had a good experience smoking.
Mm-mm.
Not promoting it or anything.
No, there was one time where I was with my friends. We were going to a party, and we smoked a lot. And I don't know what was in it, what kind it was, or how much I smoked, but I literally couldn't leave out of their car. Like I had to lay and I like slept. Like my
Yeah.
feet wouldn't work and stuff like that. So I mean, would I do it again? No, I don't think I would. And this is personal preference. I wouldn't smoke weed again because I know it's not going to help my anxiety.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
if they came out with a weed that says like 100% this will get rid of your panic attacks, like you can't have a panic attack on this weed, I'll smoke the damn pound of it. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I get why people. No, Anish, we do Thursdays
Yeah,
usually.
it's usually
But
Thursdays
yeah, we
where we
usually
switch.
do Thursdays, but if you follow us on Facebook or YouTube and or subscribe to us, you'll get a notification if you put the little notification thing. You'll know when we go. It's usually Thursdays, but we've talked about switching it up too. So we'll see
Yeah,
how
yeah.
it goes. But as of now,
Yeah.
it's Thursdays.
First panic attack was at a high school dance, brought on by a strobe light combined with being first time dancing with a girl. Man.
So can you explain that a little bit more? So you were nervous to dance with the girl, and then the strobe light kind of freaked you out. And then what did you do? Did you like
Yeah, yeah. Did you bail out?
yeah,
Did
did
you
you
make an
bail and go
excuse?
to the bathroom?
Well, it's 2:30 a.m.
So it's what?
Where are you?
Yeah,
Wait, it can't be 2:30, surely.
it's probably 3 a.m., right? Or not
2 or
3
3.
a.m. It's yeah.
What country you in? Anish. Come on, we're going worldwide here. Interesting. I like the new commenters.
Yeah. India. Okay. I didn't know they were like I don't know the time difference. Like I'm in the US. Over here it's 5 o'clock. Billy's in the UK. Over there
10,
it's 10
10
o'clock.
p.m.
So yeah, there's a five different from me, or 5 hour difference from us.
2:30. The dentist's favorite time, 2:30.
Of course, Gaz.
Dad jokes. Gaz is bringing the dad jokes in.
So let us know, Hidden Eye. Let us know like what if you bailed and like what happened, and is that what did it just stick with just talking to girls, or did that turn into something else? Let us know about that.
Yeah, was that the start of like a panic disorder, or did it turn into agoraphobia, or what? What
But I was
happened?
dying. I didn't know what happened to me, and I called my mom and can't pay. Yeah, my friends didn't know what was going. So yeah, that's normal. Yeah, I didn't know what was going on either my first time. So yeah, it was the start, and you
Yeah,
probably were like, I don't want this shit to happen. Johnny in California. Johnny,
2 p.m. in Cali.
can I come live over there, Johnny? Is it nice over there? Because I'm in Ohio and it's awful here.
How far away is California from you?
Oh, that's complete different. I mean,
Time zone.
yeah, they're 3 hours behind. So I mean,
Do I watch the Premier League? Yes. Yes. My team's not in the Premier League, but I watch it. Let's not talk about it.
Also, guys, if you guys have any questions, or if you guys want to tell us your story or anything, you can always leave us the comments in the YouTube channel.
Yeah. We have a section. We have a segment of the podcast where we answer people's questions. So if anybody's got any,
and then the next show, like you can do it tomorrow, and we'll talk about it on the next show. So Yeah, feel free if you guys want to do that
Yeah.
ever. If we're not live or if we're not on. High rent and gas. I mean, I'll take it over.
Yeah.
Over,
Small
trust
price
me,
to pay.
Ohio ain't it. It's not it.
And if you're watching on Twitter or X, like we don't know if people ever. We never get comments on there on anything. So please, somebody just type something. If you're watching on X, type something somewhere on X, and we'll see if we can find.
Please.
Because it is.
Anish, I don't know what it. I think it's like an inside joke or something like that. I think that's why everyone says about Ohio, but Ohio and Florida are known to have like the crazy people, like crazy things happen in these two states the most. So, yeah.
There you go. I've never seen memes for Ohio.
Yeah, they say like there's stuff like it's Ohio is a meme.
Anish supports Man City since 2014. Is that when they started winning things? Man City are basically the best team, possibly in the world, maybe, potentially.
Thank you, Hidden. Appreciate you watching and appreciate you jumping on as well.
Josh weren't muted.
No, it's all right.
He watches on YouTube. Been watching for the first episode, first time catching us live.
Yeah,
Is that because it's Sunday?
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's because it's Sunday and people maybe struggle with the Thursday thing.
Yeah, maybe you're at work or, something like that.
And Anish, I support Birmingham City. But let's not talk about it. So yeah, we're 2 hours.
Yeah.
Is this the longest one?
We did I think today was good. We got some new people. We have our regulars. That was really good today.
I think we probably have to wait for Josh to get back. So
that's all right.
Let's
no, we're not childhood friends. We've actually met. So real quick, Anish, we met through me Googling up panic attacks, panic disorder, like we all do. And that's how I found Billy. He had his channel at that time, Anxiety United, and he was doing videos and posts and stuff. And I was following him, and I would, chat just like you guys, where I would put comments and stuff. And then I called in one time, and he was doing call-ins, and we hit it off. And now look at us, we're panic friends.
That was the scariest experience of my life.
He was having a panic attack. What's up, Del?
Yes. Good man. I haven't spoke to Eddie for ages. Although we did, I think we messaged the other day actually. On Facebook or something.
And also, guys, let us know what you want to hear, what you want to see, and stuff like that too. Like,
yeah, because we literally decided on the topic 5 minutes before we went live today.
Yeah, and Billy was on vacation, so that's why we're doing it on Sunday, and that's why we just went with the vacation topic. We have stuff planned too, but magic tutoring, of course, magic tutoring.
He's about to release his first ever magic trick.
See?
It's good to see people share their feelings on YouTube. Feels like family.
Exactly.
That was the reason that I started doing this in the first place.
Yeah, like, and that's the reason why we're doing this. How we are too.
That's why I'm back here. So B can share his story on this platform because I've shared mine 50,000 times.
Well, I mean, my story, it's there, but it's also, for me, I don't see people that, like Billy's video, that's what attracted to me. It wasn't serious. It wasn't.
You're attracted to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's just admitting this for the first time.
It wasn't live. It wasn't like I felt like I was. Sometimes when I watch some of these videos, they say things and say words that I'm like, just make it easier. Say it easier. Tell me in ways I can understand.
Yeah.
So when people are saying like hyper vigilant, and I didn't understand that stuff back in the day. So
I remember
dizzy,
I used to do a podcast with somebody else, and we would be talking about a subject, and they'd talk for 5 minutes on something, and then I'd just say one sentence and pretty much sum up the whole freaking thing within like one sentence. That's all you needed to say. Let's just simplify it.
Yeah, so I mean that's why with our channel and our podcast, we're just looking to make it just cool, calm, relaxed. We're telling you our stories. We want to hear your stories. We want to
Yeah,
hear what's bugging you. We're telling you what's bugging us, what the shit that we're going through. You know, Billy can be up right now and I can be down, and maybe it'll change next week or whatever. But and then we also make it lighthearted to where we can talk about everyday things too. So it's not only just about anxiety, but well, you know, it's the main reason for the channel.
That's it. That's it. It's giving other people a platform to.
Yeah,
say their
if
piece.
this was here, if we had something like this when I had my first panic attack, I would never have panic disorder. If I knew what was going on, I mean, it's so long ago, but if I knew, we didn't have internet and stuff back then, but if I knew what it was going on, that other people, you know, I'd be like, oh, and I'd move on from it.
So when mine first started, if you searched it on Google, the only thing that ever came up was the Linden method, like Charles Linden and his thing. That was it. That was all you could ever find. That's
Mine
what
was,
I signed up to it.
Oh my gosh, what was it called? It was a lady, and she had a
Yeah, Lucinda Bassett.
Lucinda Bassett. That's it.
Oh shit!
Yes,
Man's got knowledge.
yes, Lucinda Bassett, and I ordered her audio tapes. That's how it came out. Was
They were actually good. So when I was at my worst, I would always have headphones in, and I would be listening to the group sessions that she used to do. You remember?
And the thing is, like, I know some people that maybe are listening to us are looking for the answer and stuff like that. We don't have like the 100% answer, because there is no 100% answer. What might work for me won't work for Billy, and opposite, and you guys too. So let's say exposure helps me out. It might not be what helps Billy, you know? So we're just, you know, we're not telling you what to do. We're giving you advice if you ask for, or what our opinions are, but we are no shape like doctors or, you know, anything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lucinda Bassett was the first one. It was and I couldn't believe it when she came on. I was like, it was like 2:00 in the morning. I was like, holy shit, like they know about panic attacks? Like what?
Yeah.
Because I think back in the day, didn't they call them like nervous breakdown, and like
my dad was asking that when we was on holiday. He was asking like, what did they like when he was younger? People had never heard about.
They called it something about, if you're a woman, they called it
a nervous breakdown.
Yeah, and if you're a woman, they called it like something like stay-at-home mom syndrome or something. Not stay-at-home mom syndrome, but it was something. I forget what it was.
You got hooked by the infomercial.
Well, of course. I mean,
that's what happened with me.
Yeah, who wouldn't? Because we're looking for the answers. We want the cure. We want to feel better. And this person's like, oh, right here.
I know the answers.
No, don't like her shit was right. She knew she was putting the good message. It was the right message and stuff, right? But it all derives from Clear Weeks. Exactly. Everything derives.
I know the answers. I know the answers, but you need to give me your credit card details for me to share them with you. That's the
thing. That's the thing that is very off-putting to me, because I don't understand how, if you're a true sufferer, if you suffer from panic, how you can charge somebody. Like, I get it to where if you need to, like, if you're running websites or doing stuff, you're like, like, hey, you know, if you guys can do a little donation or something, that's cool. But I'm talking like some of these people that charge, you know, I don't know. There's some that I agree with and some that I don't. How about that? There's some things I agree with, some that I don't, because you are taking your time away to do stuff like this. So I get it. You look like Michael from GTA.
I don't see it, but that's brilliant.
I'll check it out.
But just going back to what you were saying, I feel like if you did suffer with it and you've sorted it and you know a way of sorting it for other people, why in the hell would you charge people?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you're doing it for money, but if you came out with something that really did cure people, you would have fame and fortune anyway,
Loads.
Yeah.
wouldn't you?
Doesn't matter how much you
You know what I
charge.
mean?
Like, yeah.
Yeah. I just think I could never, like me personally, I could never do that. Like if my next door neighbor was like, "Hey, I'm having panic disorder. I remember you told me about that stuff." And I'm like, "Well, I can tell you, but do you got Cash App or do you got,
Yeah. My
I would be
PayPal.
like, no way. Like, I would never try. I'm like, let me help you. Like, my sister actually she started to get panic attacks and I helped her and through it.
Mhm.
I wouldn't like, because I'm like, I've dealt with this shit. I don't want anyone to deal with this shit.
Yeah,
Like, you don't even want this shit for your worst enemies and stuff. Now, I know it
Well-
sounds like, nah, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. Because this shit'll bring, I've said before, this shit'll bring the like strongest person mentally and physically to your knees.
Mhm.
And you don't like, I hate to see like anybody like that.
Yeah, no, it's awful. It's awful.
And for some people to be like, hey, again, I get charges for certain things. You are putting time and work and effort into things. Like, I get that. But people that are going way overboard, like, it's just not right. I've spent money on programs. I will maybe do more.
I think it's the programs. It's the programs and shit. I think like if you're doing one-to-one coaching, then fair enough.
Yeah.
But I think the programs that people have just put together and used Claire Weeks is the basis of all that, because it is all the same.
All it
shit.
is just cut and paste, and like when
Yeah,
you were doing your own paper at school and you just take it from someone else and then
reword
it. Yeah. But I mean, I get it when some of the people say, hey, this is the same shit from Claire Weeks, just in my words. Cool. You're telling us of that. That's cool.
Yeah.
But there's some people out there that it's just, they take advantage of the situation. Like me, I'm not going to say the name of the person. I've said this before, but there's people on social media that are literally looking for answers, right? And they go to this one person, and this person is putting donation goals, one-on-one coaching and everything like that, and telling people that this person is cured when this person isn't cured. And if you ask a question, they ban you in their chat. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. And maybe one day I will call this person out. There's a lot of people. I'm just saying this one person that I got banned in this person's chat because I asked, do you ever do videos outside of your home of you actually practicing or doing what you preach? And banned.
People are curious. I wonder who it is.
Oh, this is the next Kendrick and Drake, isn't it?
I wonder.
Okay, how about this? I won't say the name yet.
Oh,
I won't say it today.
Come on, bro.
But if you watch this person's video, how about this? If you watch this person's video, not one of the videos or shorts is off of this person's property. Not one.
He's asking for hints. I've
Not
been
one.
giving them. I've been giving you hints.
That's the hint right there for me.
Hello, Tallulah.
So, I can tell you about doing exposure therapy and all that shit, right? I can tell you. And I can tell you, hey, I'm not doing good with my exposure therapy right now, right? So, but this person is like, yeah, this is the way to beat it. And this person is using donated money and doesn't work and taking coaching money and all this shit to get new computers, new cameras for their setups and stuff. Like all this shit that I bought for me to, for this stuff. I'm not asking people, what's up, girl?
Hi.
Did your dad talk to you
About what?
No.
Then he didn't. Way to go.
What?
He'll sort it after.
He'll tell you. He'll tell you about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to like.
Eddie's posting names.
Yeah, there might be a day where I do call him out and say the name.
It's not Trey Jones.
I don't even know that much about Trey Jones, but it's not him.
Trey Jones is the one that I mentioned a few weeks ago about posting the same thing over and over.
But it is like, my thing is, that's how anxiety. What more can you say? Like, we can literally make a 30-minute video and you get everything you need to know about anxiety. Right?
It was when I searched for driving anxiety, and I think there was 3 Trey Jones videos all about the same thing.
Like, look, you can't knock hustles. Let me just be real with this. You can't knock hustles. So if they're giving good information, cool, right? But if they're making you pay for that information, that's fucked up in my book. And if they're asking you for money and shit like that, if you want to donate, go ahead and donate, you know. But if they're literally putting it on their screen and shit like that, like, come on, bro. Like, and that's how you make your living, is getting money off people that are coming to you for panic help.
Yeah,
that's how you're making your living. Like, nah. And you're gonna ban people in your chat for asking it. Like, I wasn't even dissing you. I wasn't even saying like charlatan or fake. Nothing. I asked a simple question: do you do exposure therapy, and do you record yourself doing this shit? No answer. I think it would be cool if you did something like that, because that's what a lot of, that's something that this was a long time ago. This is something that I'm dealing with. No answer. Do you ever make, and then ban from chat?
Who was it, B?
Like I said, I've got their channel up right now.
Maybe one day.
What did it begin with?
Maybe one day. I won't even go there. Like I said, I'm not yet. Maybe one day I will.
Yeah,
all right, that's cool. That's cool, Hayden. You can do that.
Yeah,
because we're almost over for today, but we'll definitely answer it for our next. Yeah. And again, if you guys can't make our lives, that's okay.
I think it looks like Sunday might be the way to go.
Yeah. If you can't make our lives, that's okay.
Yeah, they all stay on the channel.
Yeah, they always are on the channel, so you can rewatch them. You can always ask questions. Facebook. Like, if you forgot to ask a question, or if you watch and you're watching and you're like, oh, I have a question about that. Yeah. Thank you very much, Eddie. We really appreciate that.
Cheers, Eddie, man. We'll have to get you on, Eddie, one time.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We can get other guests on here. Yeah.
You say that like I'm a guest.
Well, we've been talking about getting people to hear their stories too, and then you don't have to show your face, and if you don't want to, you can. We're just. This is what? Well, this is our fifth episode. Fourth. So yeah, we're just starting this off. So, what do you guys think? Do you think this is good for today?
Match of the day is on in a minute.
Well, I guess that's the answer.
I didn't think guys would want to watch that.
No, I wouldn't. No, but Man City did win yesterday, was it? I think. Or was it that? No, it was yesterday, yeah.
I don't know why I'm talking shit. Blues got relegated.
I know, yeah. We don't want to talk about football.
No. Unless it's this football, which we know nothing about.
Yes.
Touchdown.
27, 38.
Just scored a home run. Well, guys,
yeah,
I think this was a good one. Again, thank you everyone I love seeing like the new and the new people commenting.
Yeah,
and I love seeing the regulars commenting. And hey, Ava, what's up?
Damn, you can watch it on repeat.
Yeah, and
as soon as we end the stream, you'll be able to watch this on YouTube or Facebook or on X somehow.
Again, if you guys X, Twitter, we also are going to start. We posted a little bit on Instagram and TikTok. We're going to, but yeah, we're definitely gonna we're gonna talk about it and see if we're gonna keep doing this on Sundays and stuff like that. So
we picked up a new sub.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Shall we end it with the video of you being?
Yeah, once again, Billy's fishing trip.
The whole point of it. Yeah, the theme of this podcast this week was about vacations, and I went on a fishing holiday. This is what happened.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I love that sound.
Now, man.
It was like
Yeah,
It's
well,
like
my
metal
head's
hitting
bleeding.
metal.
Idiot.
right there.
Look at it.
Idiot.
Go and get the first aid kit, Joe.
Look at his face.
By the fridge.
Dripping. Dripping. 5 minutes into my holiday.
I need to put some pressure on it. Give me a little towel. That was a lot of blood. Wait. That doesn't look fantastic.
It doesn't
What
look
did he hit you with?
fantastic.
Who's doing his fight?
Thanks. I'm done with fishing. That's it. Almost.
There it is.
And look,
Look at that.
No, it's fun. It's funny.
Oh, it is funny.
Yeah. It's funny now. It wasn't at the time.
No, I had to make sure he was okay before laughing at him. With him.
I think
Basically-
the water made the blood look worse too because it's
My
Or I don't know. Actually, before he put water on it, it was
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
When you turned around, because obviously I was in front of you still fishing. You said, "Oh, there's blood." I looked around, didn't see anything on your hand. You did it again, and your hand was covered.
Yeah. Basically, my dad thought he had a bite on his line, so he pulled his line out, and the float smashed me on the side of the head, and just
It had a metal tip on it.
instantly bled.
Yeah, definitely.
Injured.
I wish your dad would have answered if I was like, whose fault was it? Did you walk?
How could it have been mine?
Look, you never know. You never know.
So
All
I'm
right, guys.
retired from fishing.
I'm out. I'm gonna go spend
If
some
anybody,
time with my
a
family.
couple of things. If anybody has any suggestions for topics, like
Yeah.
that we can talk about next week, then drop them in the comments, or send us a message, or do whatever.
Mhm.
And same with any questions. If anybody has any in the comments, or drop us an inbox on whatever
Follow
platform
us,
you're watching.
YouTube, Facebook,
No comment.
No comment.
everything. Yes. All right, guys. Have a good night. Peace.
See ya.
Yes. We'll see you next time, and
Later.